right. Hey, everyone. What's going on? Welcome to Z Talks episode 32. And thank you for tuning into these weekly live streams, bringing back Z Talks. And, definitely tonight I'm going to be joined by a big bunch of guests. I'm going to have guests coming on from 8 p.m., then 9 p.m. and 10 p.m. And, yeah, I'm very excited to bring back some returning guests and also some first-time guests as well. Thank you for choosing to spend your Thursday night with me and my guests. Whether you tune in live or after the fact, I really appreciate the support. And one thing I do want to invite you is right over here, you should see the chat section. Feel free to leave any comments, any questions for me or my guests, and we'll certainly get to them throughout the live stream. But without further ado, without me rambling on, let me bring on some guests. So first guest is a returning one who has been on the channel, but you last saw him on Z Talks episode 29, and that is my friend Adam from What the Gym. Hey, Adam.
Hello, Mike, and hello everyone watching.
Hey, how you doing, my friend?
I'm glad to be back, Mike.
Yeah, good to have you back. It's been, as I said before, it's been a while, so it's good to have you back. And you've been keeping okay?
Yeah, I've been doing well. I've been enjoying making YouTube videos. It's definitely not slowing down anytime soon.
No, definitely not. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, you're close to 350 subs, right?
Yeah, I'm very close, and I'm very close to 500 videos.
Nice, man. That's fantastic. And I saw your community tab about the 500 videos coming up as well. So I'm excited to see it, my friend.
To do that video.
Yeah, well, I'm excited to see you, man. And great to have you back. So we're going to hear from Adam a little bit more. I'm going to bring on my second guest now, who is a regular to the channel and weeks ago, and that is Jamie Lee. So hey, Jamie.
Hey, how we going?
Hey, good. How are you?
Good, thanks. Yep, pretty good.
Awesome. Great to have you back once again, Jamie. So thanks for joining.
No dramas.
And we've got some female company for you tonight, Jamie, because we've got some awesome Lisa loves returning. Hey, Lisa.
Hello.
Yeah.
Can I just say I apologize massively. My husband has chosen right now to boil the kettle. That's what that noise is. I do apologize. it's going to. I'll stop in a minute.
I can't see any or hear any kettle noises.
Can you not hear it? Oh, that's good. That's good. It's real. It's like it's deafening.
Yeah, can't hear it. So you're all good. But yeah, Lisa, great to have you back. Thanks for joining once again.
Lovely to be here.
Yeah, great to have you. And yeah, definitely at 9 o'clock, you'll get to meet Rashad as well. So that'll be great.
Yes, I've never met Rashad. That'll be awesome. I've seen his videos. He's a very funny chap.
Oh yeah, Rashad's great. Rashad's great. So yeah, he'll be on at 9. But so far we've got Adam, Lisa, Jamie. We've also got 2 other guests. And the next one is my brother Joe. So hey, Joe.
Hey guys.
Hey Joe.
The man, the myth, the legend.
You know it.
The man solving Rubik's cubes for fun. So how you doing, Joe?
Hi, good, Mike. Everyone okay?
Good,
Yeah.
good.
We're good.
Yeah.
I'm excited with this, man.
Yeah, it's good to have you back. It's been a couple of weeks, so it's
Thanks for having me on, Mike.
Yeah, you're welcome. So yeah, welcome back, Joe. And then finally, last but not least, my last guest is a man who's been over the moon because of the recent sporting events, and that is the Chiefs' biggest fan, JOEsen the Old Millennial.
Hey, Jace.
Hey, I love all these accents we got going on here.
Yeah, loads of us.
And it's got Jason, you from America, got me, Adam and Joe from England, Lisa from the island, and Jamie from Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I think it'd be great for everybody. I think everybody will love hearing all this.
Oh, it might be hard to understand as well. What did they say?
I was told once that my videos need subtitles. As a word they're saying, you need to use subtitles.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, I mean, it's one of those. You're always gonna get someone watching your video be like, "I really don't understand what you're saying right now." I've had that as well.
Oh, really?
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, it's bound to happen. But yeah, so these are my guests, especially for the first hour. So yeah, so welcome to Adam, Jamie, Jason, Joe, and Lisa. We have got some comments already, but very quickly, I want to take around to each one of you. So we'll start with Adam. Adam, do you want to just plug your channel and tell everyone what it's around?
Yeah, sure. So I mainly do videos to do with movies and music, and I also do YouTube shorts for TV shows, and soon I'll be doing that for video games. And you also do a lot of live streams and do Ask Me Anything and Everything live stream, and I do quite a lot of collaboration live streams. Jason's been a part of one of them, well, several of them.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I know you've got an upcoming everything Ask You Anything kind of live stream, right?
Yeah, I'm doing it this Saturday.
That's right. Yeah.
Forward to that.
Awesome.
There was,
Yeah,
there was a few technical difficulties last time. The chat wasn't working.
Oh no.
I'm sure it'll be right this time. I've got good faith in it.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And I'll be there, mate, to support you and ask some questions as well. So everyone go support over Adam. The link is down below in the description box to go support his channel. Jamie, what's your channel all around?
Yeah, pretty much same as most people in your little community. So I do trailer reactions, movie reviews, or TV show reviews, and I'm lucky enough to interview people that are in those film and TV or movies and TV shows that I like to watch, which is cool. I've got a few big ones coming up from like one of my favorite series. So head on over there if you want to see that sort of content. Yeah, give me a sub.
Cool.
Yeah, definitely. And I think we were talking about before the stream. You've definitely like kind of made me and Lisa avoid the new Ashton Kutcher Reese Witherspoon movie on Netflix right now.
Man, I'm so disappointed. You know, my king, my god, and he just bored me, put me to sleep. Not in a good way.
Good. It didn't look good. You confirmed my suspicions. So no,
Yeah.
I don't think
Sorry, guys. Watch the trailer, and that's literally it. But you don't have to sit through 2 hours of it. It's great.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, to be honest, Jamie, like when I saw the trailer originally, it kind of did lead to like exactly the events what happens in the movie.
Well, I was kind of a bit iffy on it because I thought, oh, is that her son? Like his son? Is it his kid? I thought there'd be some sort of drama. Nope, it's boring. Really boring.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame, especially when you got Reese Witherspoon and Ashton Kutcher as well. First time team up between them as well.
Yeah, and they're both like they're good in that genre. Do you know what I mean? Like they're both lovable people in that genre. So it was like this should really have worked. And then, but it's not that they didn't work together. It's just that the script didn't allow them to. Like they were separated the whole time. They got together in the last probably 5 minutes of the film is when they actually were together. It was like what a waste of these two awesome cast members. It was bad, very bad. Anyway.
Yeah, well, it's a shame to hear, but if you want to hear Jamie's awesome review on it, go over and subscribe to her channel. Link is down below in the description box. And next up, I want to throw it over to Lisa Loves.
Oh, me. I was waiting to go last then. I get same as everyone that's so far, mainly movies. I only really do one video a week, mainly, which is what I've watched for the previous week. I sort of let you know what I thought of it. I try to I've got this book and it's really cool. It was a present and it's like movie lists. So it could be people that were in characters in movies that you wish were your friends, your favorite romantic moments, favorite foreign movies. So I like do lists from this when I get a chance. And I'm supposed to be doing true crime, but I haven't done it in like 6 months. So I don't think I'm going back to it. I think I'm sticking with the movies because it's fun. It's what I enjoy and it's what I do all the time. So I think I'll stick with what I watched. I don't do trailer reactions because I don't watch trailers, which is maybe odd, but I like especially in horrors, it gives away so much, so I just don't watch it. But I like to watch a good movie review or just tell you what I've watched for the last week.
Cool.
Yeah, definitely. And to be honest, I don't blame you about trailers because nowadays you get a trailer and you'll get like TV spots and then you get a second trailer. And it just ruins the movie by that point.
The horrors, it's ridiculous. Some are good. Knock at the Cabin was quite good because it didn't give away everything. But some of them are shocking. You're getting like major plot points being shown in the trailer. So I just avoid all trailers now. I sit in the cinema and like, I just don't watch them. I don't like to see them. But I'll watch superhero ones and things like that because this is going to be popular. I'm not particularly invested. That sounds awful. I like the movies. But other than Iron Man, I have a soft spot for, but I just enjoy the ride with everyone else. I'm not really crushed at anything happening to any specific characters, which probably not nice with you sitting with that. But I love Iron Man. Iron Man's my favorite. But I don't get emotionally invested in most of the other characters, which maybe isn't nice, but there we go.
No, I get you. There's not every superhero you're going to latch on to. So.
Yeah, I like it. I like them. They're really enjoyable, but I don't care if I find out in advance what's going to happen. That's what I mean.
Right.
I'm not that bothered.
Gotcha.
Get you. Yeah, that's fair. Well, Lisa's got an awesome channel. She has just done a weekly watch video. I've got on my save later. I'm definitely intrigued to hear about your thoughts of Skinamarink for a third time.
I watched it for the second time. It's no better than it was the first time. Like, no better. Like, people say, if you watch something and you think that was terrible, and everyone else says, "Oh, that was fantastic," and another
Why watch it again?
I watched it again because I thought I was wrong. I thought, what am I missing? Have I just been distracted? It was the same with Everything Everywhere All at Once. Everyone loves that movie. I didn't like it. I watched that again this week as well, and my opinion hasn't changed on that either. I don't like it. I just found it really daft. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't know why. It just doesn't land with me. And Skinamarink's just awful.
Yeah, because I was a bit confused by the Skinamarink one, because I know the first two times you told about it, you weren't a fan. So I was like, why is Lisa going back to it for a third time then?
But nobody was a fan.
First time. Huh?
Nobody was a fan though. Every single review that people did was like, this is terrible.
There's a few people I know that watched it in the horror community that said it was really unsettling and it was really frightening and they jumped out of their skin. And I'm thinking, have I missed something? So I made myself sit through it again. And no, I didn't miss anything. It's just terrible.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like thinking of Jason going through Blonde for a third time, you know? What would happen?
I don't know why I did it myself.
Yeah. I mean, but anyway, Lisa's got an awesome channel, so please go over and subscribe to Lisa and go check out her weekly watch videos. Next up, I want to throw it over to Jason.
All right, yeah, JOEsen Old Millennial. Talk about movies and music, what I'm passionate about, and do a lot of lists and rankings of my favorites in different genres and stuff. And yeah, doing live stream, talking about what I've been watching lately, and a lot of stuff like that.
Yeah, awesome, man. And I know you've been covering a lot of 100 albums recently, and then you did your physical media full alphabet videos as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, been awesome to see, man. So yeah, please go over and subscribe to Jason. And last but not least, I purposely left Joe last, because I think he's the most different out of all of us in terms of content wise.
Yeah, you're definitely right. As always, the JOEsen One YouTube channel, and I'm just a variety channel. I want to do content to try and please as many people as possible. I do anything what I love to do. I take ideas from people as well, what they might want to see me do as well. And yeah, just a big variety channel. It usually involves me doing something and make a complete fool out of myself. But yeah, I enjoy it.
Yeah, definitely a variety channel. And recently Joe did a short of solving the Rubik's Cube, which is pretty cool. I really like that one. So yeah, so go over to subscribe to Joe. Our link is down below in the description box. And yeah, without further ado, we've got quite a few comments, so we'll go through a couple of them. And if we get through them all, I've got a couple of questions to ask you guys. So let's have a look. First up, we've got Diane saying it's going to be an exciting stream. I'm pumped. So hey, Diane, hope you're well. Thank you for tuning in. And we've got Trav Tries saying, it's Thursday when Z Talks appears. Yeah, thanks, Trav. Appreciate it, man. Great to have you. We've got Lego M News saying hello. So hey, Lego, hope you're well. We've got Tony saying, what up, Mike? I'm from Bakersfield, California. So, hey, Tony, great to have you from California. Whatever time it is in California right now. Appreciate you tuning in. I think it might be midday if I'm not mistaken.
No.
Think so. We've got Upside Dan saying, hey, everyone. So, hey, Dan.
Hey, Dan.
Hey, Dan.
Well,
hey.
We've got Diane saying, question. What are your thoughts on the first photos of Lady Gaga as Harley?
Superhero movie I can get excited about.
I've only seen the one photo personally, but I'll share my opinion last. So I'm going to go over to Adam first. Have you seen the photos, Adam?
I don't think I have, no.
You haven't? Okay, but no worries. I think I've only seen one photo. There might be more.
I've only seen one.
I think it was just a Valentine's Day one, you know, like sharing the love. That was the tease, I guess you could say. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what do you think of it, Jamie?
Yeah, I think we all know my opinion on that. I don't like Lady Gaga, so therefore I'm not going to like it. Yeah, unpopular opinion. Sorry, whatever. Yeah. But somebody, I think it was you, Mike, in the stream last week, and somebody said to me the comparison between the two, like, I love Margot Robbie, but Margot Robbie is like a pretty Harley. You know, she's gorgeous. She's beautiful, whereas Gaga fits this type of Joker because she's that sort of rough and dirty looking. I know that sounds nasty, but like, do you know what I mean? Like more rough. I'm sure it was you that said that to me, Mike.
She's more intimidating, isn't she? She's scarier.
I don't know. Harley's scary to me because she's so fucked up and loopy, but so cute and lovable. But yeah, I don't know. Lady Gaga just doesn't do it for me. But I get that she would fit in this type of Joker movie. Do you know what I mean? Not in an insulting way, saying that she's rough and dirty. Sorry. Anyway, good one. And I don't like the fact that it's going to be like musical related. I'm like,
yeah, I'm a bit torn about that.
Anyway.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, like how they reveal the trailer when they release that at some point, and maybe tease the part it's going to be musical, or if it's going to be the whole movie, or just when maybe Lady Gaga's character of Harley at the time is performing like kind of like a club kind of style, and she's singing them. Because I can't imagine if signed her to a contract and said you're not singing in this entire movie, you know?
Yeah.
Don't know. But no, I get what you mean though, about like kind of like the more rougher style Harley Quinn and more of the kind of grimy, I guess, kind of style for the movie.
I love that they're not making the lead female all pretty. And I think Lady Gaga is stunningly beautiful, but the fact they're not playing on the girl's appearance, I absolutely love. That's one of the main things I like about it, actually. But I'm biased. I love Lady Gaga. I love her. So I'm excited to see that one.
Yeah. No, I think that's a fair opinion, Lisa. And I think like what you're saying about not making it like, you know, outstandingly like beautiful kind of picture. I think it's like something different and fits that tone of that movie though with Joker.
Yeah, it's a bit darker, isn't it? Yeah. So I'm excited to see what will happen.
Yeah, definitely. And Jason, what about you?
Yeah, Lady Gaga does it for me, I'll have to say. I was watching the House of Gucci.
She's amazing in that. Yeah,
there's some pretty steamy sex scenes in there. I was like, oh, yeah. So all for Lady Gaga and doing it. I saw a picture.
Have you seen American Horror Story, Jason?
No,
with Lady Gaga? Oh, if you like those scenes, watch this one. I think it's called Hotel with Lady Gaga, and you'll enjoy that.
Okay. Yeah. So I saw one picture, but it didn't show much. It just showed like her face and Joaquin Phoenix's face or something. But
that's the one I saw. Yeah.
Okay. Didn't look like Harley Quinn or anything, but I don't know. I don't know if there's more I haven't seen, but
no, I think that's it.
That's it. Okay.
Yeah.
Love to see a picture of her in an outfit or something. It'd be interesting what the take would be, how it'd be different than Margot Robbie's take or whatever.
I think it would be interesting to see if she goes in a traditional kind of red and black outfit that she's known for, the different style. I think. But Joe, what do you think about it? Have you seen the image?
Yeah, I've seen the image. I'm on Jamie Lee's opinion here because I can't stand Lady Gaga or Gaga, whatever she wants to call herself. And yeah, I also agree with Lisa as well. It seems that like Margot Robbie was more of a pretty, and I have to say a comedy type of role as Harley Quinn, whereas Lady Gaga is going to be more stern looking and more serious. So I'm guessing that's the way they want the role to go from this going forward. But I'm not a fan of her at all, and it's quite off-putting because I never knew she was even going to be in that movie until I see my picture. So I don't know. I might not even go see it because I hate her that much. So,
oh man,
wow. Wow, okay.
It's just because singing career, like it was all these eccentric costumes she used to wear when she first started. It was such an attention seeker, and that just puts me off people. I hate people who just crave attention, and she just did that from her off in her career, and I've just never took a liking to her. And it seems to me whenever she's in a movie, it's like what is that film called? Yeah, Star is Born. It's like every movie she's in, she has to like have center stage or everything, and like, she's not that good of an actor and she's not that good of a singer, man. So
I'm so with Joe.
That's my opinion, man. That's my Margot Robbie's a lot better than Lady Gaga, but yeah, I agree with Lisa. It's a total different type of Harley Quinn we're probably going to see, having her cast in the role, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of a different opinion between you guys tonight. So I like that from off go. I'm gonna say that I agree with Lisa and Jason. Purely because, so I will say this: I'm not a huge fan of Lady Gaga's music career. Going to be honest,
neither am I. Not at all.
But when I saw her, in, like, I think first of all I saw her was Star is Born, and I personally really liked her in that role. And I was like, wow, I didn't know she could deliver this kind of performance. You know, like. Because you either get like a musician go to movies and they're terrible, or they're fantastic. And I felt she was really good. And then when I saw in House of Gucci, she was easily the best part of that movie with Adam Driver. So I think the kind of role they're going for, I think it's going to suit the movie with Joaquin Phoenix. But we've only seen that first image that we've all seen where she's holding his face or whatever. So I think
she
kind
might
of
change people's mind. She might. I mean, like when they were like announced Robert Pattinson for Batman, everyone was aghast. Right. But how did people feel when they saw it? Most people, his Bruce Wayne wasn't particularly good, but his Batman was awesome. So she might change people's minds. Who knows? She might make us think it was terrible. Hopefully not.
Right. Yeah, I was one of those also, Lisa. I'm not going to go into it, but like I think with Rob Pattinson's like Batman and Bruce Wayne as well. Like I really dug both of them. But I can see like from yourself and others where they might be like,
I loved it, but I didn't think I knew enough about, like a lot of people have read the comics, so they know a lot about the character. And I heard so much from people that know the stuff that the Bruce Wayne was terrible. I loved it, to be honest, but I thought I was sort of, just not in the know enough to know where he was lacking on that side. But I really enjoyed it.
Right. Well, same as you, I've never read any of the comics, so I just took the movie for what it is,
Yeah.
But yeah, you're always going to have those people who've seen comics and be like, oh, they didn't do this, they didn't do that, or that was changed, kind of thing. But thank you for the question, Diane. We've got 2 action star of the deal saying evening Z-Man incomplete.
I was trying to type in the chat, Pete will be on later, and then he beat me to it by asking, when's Pete on? The wife wants to know.
Oh, God. Poor Pete.
But yeah, Mike was on Pete's channel.
Yeah. Was he?
Yeah, they went on about that.
I was on Pete's channel last night, and honestly, it was a blast. 2 action stars, and there's running gag with the wife, and Pete was there.
Yes.
Night from Rock God was absolutely hilarious.
I hate missing streams. I miss so many, it's ridiculous. And then I end up watching them on catch up, but then it's all gone and you can't laugh at the stuff at the time and type your stuff in the comments.
Right.
It was definitely.
I'm laughing at 7.42.
Yeah, no, you're right. And I know Pete streamed last night. He did go 8 hours. So we've got 8 hours to spare.
That's what Adam's mom was talking. Oh no, 8 hours.
How do you have 8 hours of free time? Yeah. I have a 3-year-old hanging off my leg for 8 hours.
Well, Adam said he's going to go 10 hours on Saturday. So
my goodness,
I doubt it.
You didn't sign up for that, Adam.
No. I need a contract for that one.
One day we might get a What the Gym 24-hour stream. Who knows?
At the moment, no.
No, fair enough. We've got 2 actions here. Brilliant lineup tonight. Well, thanks, man. We've got other guests as well joining, but right now we've got 5 awesome guests joining me. And we've got Vengeance Media from Matt, so he'll be on 9. So, hey, Matt. He says, good evening, guys. Scream 6 got ruined for me today on Twitter. Someone recorded the killer reveal.
Why do people do this? It's it's
I
not good.
do-
I saw with someone earlier in the comments trying it as well, but why do they do
Yeah.
it? What fun do you have for spoiling things for other people? Really?
Yeah.
The sad thing is, these people make YouTube accounts just to post on
Yeah.
live streams.
Oh,
It's
really?
like,
Yeah.
Bad little existence, isn't it? You see, they've
yeah,
got no friends to be on streams talking to, so they're jealous and they do that instead.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Sad little individuals. Yeah.
exactly. Well, I've been, as some spam comments have come through, I've been blocking them straight away because I don't want to
Yeah.
see stream spoilers or anyone on the stream or anyone in the chat for
Yeah.
that matter. So yeah, please be respectful and not a troll, guys. we don't need it. But very quickly on the subject, I know Adam and Jason, you guys aren't really horror fans, or Jamie. But Joe or Lisa or any of you guys, you can go and see Scream 6.
Oh yeah,
I got an early
definitely see
screener.
it. Oh, have you?
Yeah, I got an early screener, but I'm not going to go. I declined it.
Oh.
I don't do horror, and I don't think I've seen any apart from Scream 1. So I'm like, I literally wouldn't know what the hell's going on. Why is this guy still alive?
No, but I love horror. I'm not a massive Scream fan. I loved the first movie. The rest I could take or leave, but I'm always going to go see new horror releases because, you know, one of them, you could be surprised. It could be, the last one was really good, actually. It was my favorite after the first one.
Well, this one's got Jenna in it, doesn't it? Jenna Ortega.
Yeah, she was in the
or
last
was that the
one,
last
wasn't
one?
she? She was
Oh, was
in,
that the
I think
last
she
one, was
was
it?
in the last one.
Yeah, she's in the last
In the
one.
new one as well, maybe.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm not sure.
So that's a bonus, I guess. She's
Yeah,
good.
she's cool.
Hot at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. Joe, are you gonna go check it out?
I don't know. I'll probably wait to probably just stream it, to be honest, because I usually go to the cinema to see horror movies with my wife, and she's not a massive fan of Scream. And I don't really want to go by myself, so I'll probably just stream it online. I watched the last Scream pretty after it got released. A pretty long time after it got released. It's not one of my favorite franchises of horror, but I'll definitely give it a watch. So I don't want to know any spoilers or anything, so I'll try and keep myself away from all spoilers until I see it. But yeah, I am looking forward to it to a sense as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get you. No, that's fair enough. Jason, Adam, are you guys gonna go see it?
Oh no,
No.
I've never seen a Scream movie, so I have no idea.
Oh,
I don't want to see one.
Fair.
Fair enough.
I know Drew Barrymore at
Nice.
the beginning of the first one. That's all I know. But
yeah, that was a shocker. That's such an amazing scene.
everybody talked about it at the time. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I didn't know when I went to see it at the cinema. I had no idea, and I was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you've done that." But yeah, I'm not a massive fan, but I do enjoy the franchise. It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That sounds
definitely.
like work, doesn't it? Killer Man with knife. It's fun.
It's fun.
Well, I know. Lisa, I'm in the same boat as you. Like, I'm looking forward to the new one. It looks good. I'm glad that they're doing something different with the franchise this time. And yeah, I'm just hoping it's a good time. You know, but at least we can ask for. So thanks for the comment, Matt. We've also got Ryan. So hey, Ryan. He says,
Ryan.
question: if you could travel back in time and go to an opening night in the cinema for any movie, which would you pick? Jurassic Park, personally, for him.
That's a
Okay.
really good question, isn't it?
I'm going to go to Joe first this time.
Someone else go before me. I need some time to think.
Me and Mike's going to answer exactly the same.
I'm guessing you guys will be Back to the Future.
That would be mine, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't know.
Jason?
Someone else go before me because I'm not too sure yet.
Easily Star Wars.
I was
Oh,
going to say
yeah,
Star
that's
Wars.
Yeah.
That was
Because everybody talks about their great experience for watching it the first time, and as somebody who didn't watch it in that time, like I didn't experience that, so I do like the movies, but I'm not getting that same experience where people are like, wow, this is so new and inventive and stuff. So
it was it was groundbreaking. I mean, yeah.
That's a great choice.
And would it be for you guys? Would it be episode 4 or
Yeah,
4,
definitely.
5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
right?
I'm only up to 6. So I'm tracking it like that. Anyway, whatever.
Yeah.
No,
Jurassic
fair enough.
Park's a really good choice too. I still remember watching that. The very first scene where you see what are they? Is it Diplodocus, the big tall ones, not the T-Rexes? You see them for the first time in the movie, and it was like new technology. It's like, wow. So that's a really, really good choice as well.
Yeah, Jurassic Park was great seeing that in the theater.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't. I'd love to have.
I was about 10 years old, so it was pretty scary for me. I was like, oh my God.
It would have been.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But especially at the time, it was like captivating for something brand new, you know?
Oh, yeah. And Raptors was a whole new thing. No one's ever heard of a Velociraptor or whatever. And I guess in real life, Velociraptors are small, but they made them big, so they're scary, and they were scary.
Yeah.
No, I'll get you. Well, Adam, what about yourself?
I'll go with the first Scream movie. I'll go with the Empire Strikes Back.
Okay.
Episode 5, Star Wars.
Oh man.
I honestly thought you were being serious there for a moment. I was like,
TV bugger.
No, great pick, mate. Great movie. And Joe, what about you?
Yeah, I think for me, I probably the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre of original Exorcist. Probably just because of how like controversial they were back then. Apparently, I know Exorcist got banned, I believe, didn't it, for being so scary.
I think it
And then
people passed out. I think.
Yeah, and so obviously I knew that when I was younger. I was thinking, wow, that must have been really bad. Then I watched horror films throughout the years, and then I've eventually got round to seeing The Exorcist, and I thought it was awful.
Yeah,
I was thinking,
I didn't really like it either.
I was thinking, I don't understand how this is bad. Like, obviously, I imagine a lot of people back then didn't really know like true horror. Obviously, we didn't have our effects like we do now and everything, so that was brand new to them. And yeah, I think just to experience a horror movie and potentially pass out and being scared to the brink of that movie getting like bad, it would be nice because because horror's not shocking now these days, to be honest, as it was back then.
Don't get that. Most people don't get when I say that you want to be frightened. I want to watch a horror that really scares me, and it doesn't really happen very often. But that's you're one of the first people I've heard say that. I want to watch something that really scares me. And
That's it exactly. Because you go to a horror because you want to be shocked and scared. That's why it's called a horror. So you go to see a comedy, you want to laugh, and you want to get them feels from a type of genre you're going to see. And like horror movies, you want to be scared, and a lot of horror movies just don't cut it these days. I feel a lot of them try to bring too much comedy into it as well. They feel the need to bring like stupid punchlines, and horror comedy is not two genres which should be mixed. They just don't go well together at all, in my opinion. But that's just me.
Difficult. I always struggle with horror comedies. There's maybe a handful of about 5 that I think work, but other than that, I don't like it as a genre either at all.
Yeah, it's not for me.
Yeah, no, I get you. I completely agree with you guys, because a lot of horrors you go now. I mean, I can't remember personally the last horror movie I got scared at, but I remember when I was younger, when I used to watch a horror, like late at night, I'd be like creeped out to the point I'd be like, right, I need to put SpongeBob SquarePants on, then I can go to bed.
The stairs and with the light on and trying to run into your bed when you switch the bedroom light off without opening your eyes.
Right.
Oh god, I was scarred for years with Poltergeist.
But that's what it was like though, Lacey, like that kind of creepy factor, and it like sit with you, you know. But now it's more like it sits with you maybe in your mind and you enjoyed the movie, but you're not like, oh, I'm scared of that, you know.
I think the last horror movies I've seen, I think Host was pretty good. I think that had a good little horror feel to it. I really enjoyed that. And probably I'd say The Sadness, the Taiwan zombie infected movie. Like, that was shocking because the gore in that movie. Like, that's one of the most gory movies I've ever seen, and that shocked me, and I love that. So, yeah.
It was a good movie, but it's definitely not for everyone.
No, definitely not. Jason, give out what I miss. Adam, miss it as well.
Yeah, I definitely will.
I don't think Jamie will be watching that one either. She'll be watching Ashton Kutcher or something like that.
Yeah, that's what puts me to bed at night. Not let's get creeped out.
Was it him that was
Yeah,
in the
but Jamie Lee loves zombies. I don't understand. You love zombies. It shows I don't understand why you don't like these gory zombie movies, but it's all part and parcel of it.
We've been through this before. It's the horror drama. Like, I like the story behind it. I don't like just watching these slasher things where people are like, oh, let's kill people for fun. Like, Rick doesn't go around kill. I mean, maybe he did kill for. Anyway, they don't go around just killing for fun. He did in one scene, but anyway, whatevs. Anyway, zombies, yes, horror.
Did you like Negan, Jimmy Lee?
I love Negan. I love Negan.
He was my favorite.
Yes.
I just wondered.
I'm gonna think for liking bad guys.
I love them too.
Very bad
I just wondered when you said about killing for fun, that specific scene that everyone talks about, whether you were
do that for fun though, and this is something that I get really like aggressive about because people think that he's such a bad guy, and it's like, but it's from whose perspective you see. If you see it from his side of the fence, Rick came in and just slaughtered his people while they were sleeping. So it's like whose side? But anyway, that's a debate.
Negan is the man. I like Nick Grimes as well. I love Nick Grimes, but I extra love Negan.
Yeah. And he had a good redemption arc, so I'm happy. Happy girl.
And plenty more Walking Dead spin-offs to come, Jimmy, so you'll be happy.
Yes, yeah, definitely. They started filming Rick's one. I think it was not yesterday, the day before. So I was like, it's actually happening. Because we've been told that for many years. So yeah, I'm very happy.
Yeah, awesome. We've got the Upside Down adding to the comment out here. Said, yes, Skin in the Ring, I think, is the scariest movie I've seen.
Yeah, that was when I was talking about. There were some people that I know that Dan was one of them, and Dan's opinion on movies is usually mine, and his opinion would be very similar. So when Dan said, and another friend of mine, Strange Monkey, he said it creeped him out, and these are two people's opinions that I really, respect. So I'm like, right, I've missed something. I'm going to watch this again. No. Didn't like it. But I'm glad Dan enjoyed it. It's great when people get something from a film that you didn't personally get. And I love hearing different opinions on things. So it's awesome that he enjoyed it. I really wanted to, but it just didn't happen for me.
Yeah, like with you, Lisa, like I've seen your review, I've seen a couple of other people's reviews, and a lot of them have been like, yeah, I wasn't a fan of the movie. But then there's been a couple being like, wow, this is like a movie I want to add to my collection immediately. So it's been cool hearing opinions.
Yeah.
Sure. We've got Q Reviews saying, what's up, guys? Hey, Q. Hope you're well, my friend. He says, question for Z-Man. When is the bountiful Playtendo on the stream? The wife would like to know. He's on at 9 o'clock to Action Star, so stick around. He'll be on very soon. He said, sad news, but Bruce Willis has just had a health update. Poor bloke. Has anyone heard about this?
No, I haven't. I was wondering what it was.
I think I read a few weeks ago that he was stepping back from acting because he had some health, but I never read the article, so I don't know exactly what's wrong with him. But I know something
he was
wrong.
already out of action because he had that AS something which affects your memory and your speech and whatnot. So I thought he was already really bad, to be honest.
Yeah. There must be a new update.
So I've just Googled it, and it says that his family even announced that he's got dementia.
Oh, no.
Poor man.
Yeah.
It's horrible, isn't it? It's
not nice.
Not good.
He's not that old either.
No, he's not.
No, it's a shame because I think we were talking about this on last week's stream, if I'm not mistaken. But we were talking about Bruce Willis and kind of like wrapping up his movie career. He's just been in straight to DVD movies, nothing like a last kind of big blowout movie, and that's it. It's a shame. I'm definitely thinking of him and his family. That's really it's like it seems like he's rapidly declined with his health. Really.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
Poor bloke.
I know. But we'll got Josh also here to say, hey everyone. Hey Josh.
Hey Josh.
Hello. He says, watching a film called Purple Heart and it stinks.
Yeah.
Oh boy, that didn't look good.
Everybody talked it up that it was such a good romance movie. I was like, the first 10 minutes, it was just cringy. And then they had no chemistry at all, at all. And normally I'm a fan of those, you know, hate each other at first and they grow to love each other, but it's just not a good movie. And yeah, I don't know, just didn't like it.
I think you need to do a video, Jamie Lee, where you do like recommended rom-coms that are actually decent, so that people like me that avoid them.
I didn't even finish that one. That's how bad that one was. So
I avoid nearly all of them now. But I love Drew Barrymore. If she's in a rom-com, I'm watching it because she's my favourite. I love her.
Yeah.
But I avoid most nowadays. But I'm maybe missing some decent little movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad some of you guys have heard this because I've just had to Google it. I didn't know about it.
I've never heard of it.
Never heard of it.
It came out last year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I think that's all.
There was all this controversy because the girl who's stunning, and I thought the guy was stunning, and I thought, oh, this is gonna be great. Nah, it wasn't. Anyway, her hair the whole time was like stuck in her jacket, like all the time. Every time she had her hair, it was like half in her shirt. You know what I mean? Like just like this, and people were carrying on over it like it was a big deal. I was like, that's what you were looking at. Like that's what you were watching, not the fact that this like stinks, as Josh said. Weird. We're weird. People are weird.
I was gonna say, like, if that was me, I'd be like, why is your hair tucked into your shirt for?
And not like one scene. Like one scene you can think, oh, she probably just chucked the jacket on and, you know, that was it. You didn't really pull your hair out or whatever. But yeah, there was a few times and I was like, yeah, okay. That's something people are noticing. I didn't notice it, but now I do. I can't stop looking at her fucking hair. Yeah. Anyway.
Wow. Yeah, I think I'll give the movie a miss, Jamie, so thanks for that.
Yeah.
From now on, Jamie, if I'm going to watch a rom-com, I'm going to come to you and be like, is that movie any good?
Yeah,
is this
I'm
shit?
relying on her for recommendations.
Right. We got the True Action Star saying, have you seen the John Wick trailer? Amazing action in that. No, I've not seen the brand new one. I think they just released today, if I'm not mistaken.
I went and watched Ant-Man last night, and the John Wick trailer, I guess you could say, came up, but it wasn't a trailer. It was literally just his face, and then they had like the text saying, you know, the date of it. But it wasn't a trailer, so I don't know if that was like a teaser thing or people were just supposed to be like, yes, it's happening. I don't know. It was really quick. Not even 10 seconds. It was really quick.
Was Ant-Man any good?
Yeah, was Ant-Man
good? It was good, not great. Yeah.
Right, I expected that. I'm going to see it this weekend, but if Paul Rudd's in it, I will watch it with the sound off. I don't really care.
He's stunning. He's like, I don't understand how someone can get so much hotter with age. Like, he just looks... He's so great.
I'm sorry, Mike. I apologize, but we listened to you talking about what's her face, Robbie.
And Liz, like, shut up, Mike. Let us have our time.
Hey, I'm not saying a single word.
Did you ever watch Love Actually after having watched The Walking Dead?
Yes.
Have you seen the state of Rick Grant? What's his name? Andrew Lincoln. When he's really young, it's like, no, what are you doing with yourself?
Yeah.
All
shit on him and he's hot as shit.
No, they get better with age. They all get better with age. Maybe I'm just old. That's what it is.
And the good thing with Paul Rudd is he's funny. Like, part of his attractiveness is his humor. You know, he just seems like such a funny bloke. And that's one of the reasons why I think I really like the Ant-Man movies. Like, I think they'd be pretty if it wasn't somebody like Paul Rudd holding them up. And same thing with Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, that really is one of my favorite movies because Chris Pratt is hilarious. So sense of humor goes a long way.
And he's a cheat as well.
Is he? So he's good in your books, Jace.
Yeah,
I gotta say though,
he went to Kansas University here in Kansas.
Oh, cool!
Wow.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wow. And it's crazy with Chris Pratt how he's gone from that to like Parks and Rec to like Guardians of the Galaxy. Again, for you guys, I guess aging better as he gets older.
Yeah, definitely.
There's no exception for me. Tom Cruise, there's another one. Look at him. Brad Pitt, they all get better with age.
Yeah.
That's horrible for men. Men all get better with age and women don't.
Leonardo DiCaprio doesn't get better.
No,
that's true.
He's an exception.
He's went down bad, man.
No.
Oh, really?
No, it's just his fixation with women under 25. It's like, catch yourself on, man. Like,
he's a creep.
Maybe he's going for an intellectual equal. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he just wants to stay young, too hard,
think
so you
that's
need to
what
get
it
with
is,
some
yeah.
young woman, which is quite sad, but each to it one.
Yeah, this is true.
Mm.
I just saw a guy that used to be popular in the 90s, I think in 2000s. I think he was married to Jennifer Lopez at one time. He's a Latino singer. And he has his wife is like 25 years old, and she just gave birth to his fourth child. And I was like, Jimmy Christmas. I don't know how old he is, but he's got a 25-year-old wife.
Yeah, wow.
Lucky man, eh?
Nah.
That's what you do when you get rich and famous. Like, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose it's win-win. The man gets the really attractive young wife, and the woman gets the money. So I suppose they're both
Yeah.
winning there, aren't they?
Yeah.
Well, back to John Wick.
Yeah, we
deviated. Keanu Reeves, there's another one.
No, not a fan. A big no to that one.
Oh, I'm a fan.
Yeah. He's a nice guy, and nice guys are
Yeah.
good, but clearly not my type. Anyway, let's move on, Mike. Let's get back on track.
If they're not a bad boy, it's not for Jamie. Let's just say that. But I'm going to go over to Adam. Adam, have you seen the latest John Wick trailer?
I've just seen the first one.
What do you think?
I'm liking what I'm seeing so far.
Yeah. And did you guys hear that the new John Wick movie is going to be nearly 3 hours long?
Yeah, I heard that
No.
yesterday on Pete's channel. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 hours 47, I think
Yeah.
it was last night. The comment said, yeah.
I was
Do you
all
guys
for it,
like
too.
that? Do you like the long? I think we're getting too many movies that are too long. It seems
Yeah.
to be a bit of a thing now. I prefer
agree.
like around the 2 hour mark at most.
Yeah.
Yeah. I prefer the shorter movies. It just feels like when they're too long, they put too many scenes in, what slows the pacing down too much of these movies, where just keep it short, keep it sweet, and just keep the audience entertained.
Leave
Yeah.
people wanting more instead of thinking we got too much.
Mm.
Especially
Yeah.
for an action movie. I mean, how are they going to make John Wick over 3 hours?
Yeah.
It's, you know what I mean? It's an action
Yeah.
movie. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
I think John Wick's going to go into a multiverse, I think, at this point.
Oh dear. In
maybe-
saying that, I'll watch it anyway. I think if you like the first one, Adam, you'll like the others because they're all pretty strong, aren't they? All the John Wick movies.
Yeah.
They're all cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all action packed. I enjoy them all. They're all pretty much the same type of
Yeah.
film, but you know what to expect. I really like them.
Mm.
Go on.
Yeah. And I know Jason will be there. I know, like, Jason wants
Oh,
more
man.
John Wick, the better.
Exactly. I'm all for 3 hours. Yeah, after watching John Wick, like I'll go back and watch the James Bond movie, and I'm like, man, this James Bond movie is so boring after watching John Wick. It's like I can't
I
watch an action
agree.
anymore. Every time I watch an action movie, I think I wish John Wick was in here. This would have been fun, but
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but what do you prefer? Do you prefer John Wick or the Equalizer with Denzel Washington? I prefer the Equalizer out of the two, although I love John Wick, but the Equalizer I prefer.
I've only
John
watched The Equalizer, so
Oh, so good.
John Wick for me, I think, but that's probably because it's a lot easier on the eye for me. So that's I like The Punisher as well. It's a similar sort of thing. The series, thought it was really good, sort of like Kick-Ass type of thing. But
Never seen it.
oh, I loved it. I think, are they going to be bringing it back or doing a movie or something? I heard something in
I
the
think
works.
he'll be in Daredevil, won't he?
Will he?
I think so.
Right.
I heard they're
See,
bringing back the
My
original.
knowledge of superhero stuff coming out is terrible. I know nothing.
Maybe that's wishful thinking, and I just want him back in there. But I'm sure, yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. I don't know, Joe, in terms of like both of them, as you were saying. I don't know. I've only ever seen The Equalizer 2. But I've seen all the John Wicks. I would have to go with John Wick.
Oh, the Equalizer 1's probably the better out of the two movies, I think. But yeah, just wondered.
Yeah.
we got some similarities there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely some similarities between the two.
Yeah.
All right, let's have a look. We've got quite a few comments, so yeah, thanks you guys for the comments, killing it at the moment. I got Josh saying, I don't want Joker 2 to happen. The script was the worst part of the first, so I think it'll be similarly written. It's not a film we need. Lady Gaga puts me off.
She seems to be quite divisive, doesn't she? People seem to either really be put off or really like her.
Yeah.
One of those. Yeah.
I didn't know she's a divisive character or person.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I have a few friends that really don't like it because most of my friends tend to be from like a rock sort of like background. They like rock music and metal music. So because of the type of music she does, they really don't like her. But I love her. I've watched a lot of like documentaries about her and stuff, and I really admire her. So yeah, I'm a fan of the Gaga.
but as I say, it's great hearing opinions like of all you guys, and then also Josh in the comments, because I think the Joker is going to be divisive, I guess, because of her, which is a shame. But as I said, Lisa, wait to see what comes out.
He says the script was bad in the first one. I loved the first.
Right.
Are we talking about the one just called Joker with Joaquin Phoenix? I thought that was amazing. I loved that.
I've got like the big release. I love that movie.
Yeah, so maybe just that style is a bit. People want to see something a bit more comic booky rather than something quite so, I suppose,
dark.
Grounded. Something quite dark, But maybe with my love of horror is why I really loved it.
Yeah. Well, Lisa, I'm exactly with you. I prefer my superhero movies dark, grounded, gritty. That's what I want in the movie.
Yeah, that's my bag as well. Definitely.
The Joker was right up my alley.
Yeah,
I look forward to that. Josh says about Pete's stream, that was a long stream. Couldn't stay away from us.
I do about 2 hours and I'm out.
That's longer than I sleep for. That was insane.
Well, we've got Josh. He also says, I'll go see 6. Don't care for it. Horror isn't my thing. Fair enough, man. Each to their own. And he also said, I started Lost Boys last night and turned it off because I was bored.
That's another arrow to the heart.
I will say I wasn't huge on the movie either.
You know why I think that is? I think because you need to have the nostalgia for it because you were there at the time.
Probably.
So I think younger people won't. Maybe it's like I watched a movie this week, Red Rock. Was it called Red Rock West? It had Nicolas Cage in, and I saw it when I was about 13, and I loved it. But I think that was more to do with the fact Nicolas Cage is in it, and I love Nicolas Cage. But I rewatched it this week, and it wasn't good. It was terrible. So it's put me off watching things I used to love back in the day in case I burst the bubble. But Lost Boys I love, but I was like really young when that came out and I saw it at the time. So I think that's sort of what divides people. If you're older, you probably love it. If you're younger, you're like, oh, I don't see what all the fuss is about. Maybe.
Right.
Yeah,
I think I agree with you, Lisa. I think because I checked it out for the first time last year. I agree with you. I think at the time when it came out, if you were lucky enough to see it at that point and kind of grown up with it, I think it would be like kind of childhood or early teenage years experiencing that movie. For me, I was just like, no, not really. So I get where you're coming from though as well.
It's nostalgia goggles, isn't it? You sort of overlook the flaws in something because it takes you back to a point in time. Well, that's how it is for me with that one anyway. And I know you love Back to the Future, Mike, but for me, that was the first movie I watched that just made me love movies. I was a kid. I still remember, and this is how old I was, having the top loader VHS, and my parents got Back to the Future from the video store on a Saturday evening, and I was just transfixed. I still, to this day, remember how I felt when I watched that, and I watched it over and over and over again. But that's one of the few that holds up. Most people love Back to the Future. I haven't found anyone that says it's terrible.
Yeah.
This is awesome. But yeah, that holds up. Not many do, unfortunately.
Yeah, I completely agree. I'm not going Back to the Future rant, otherwise I'll be here all night. But coming up on the channel soon, I might be doing a deep dive of the Back to the Future movie, to be honest. So,
we'll watch that.
Which will be an 8-hour stream, but yeah.
Probably. But very quickly, I'm going to go over to Adam, Jamie, Joe, and Jason. I'm going to open it to you guys. Have you seen The Lost Boys?
Nope.
I'd seen it a long time ago when I was a kid, but I mainly remember our sisters, Natalie and Vicky, loving it when I was younger, and I remember they always used to perv on the guys in it, saying they're so hot, and I think they turned it into a bit of a chick flick for me before I even got a chance to see it. So I went in thinking there's gonna be some chick flick at the time. So I went in thinking I was gonna hate it, and to be honest, I can't remember much of it, but it's something I would like to go see again because I know it has got a cult following. But From what I can remember, it's not very good.
Sounds like I'll need to watch it, Joe.
Calm yourself down, you.
The girl in it's lovely too. The girl in it, every lad I knew at the time had a crush on the main girl that was in that. She was stunning. Was she called Angel or something like that? She was beautiful. No, she was called Star. So
Yes.
yeah.
Pretty.
I can't remember any girl. I just remember being a Sonic first.
I probably remember the saxophone though, the really needless saxophone bit in
Oh
it.
yeah.
What is this? Oh god.
I will say this though, Lisa. So I went to HorrorCon in Manchester last year.
Yes, I was jealous.
And the guy who plays the saxophone Lost Boys for like 13 seconds in the movie, he was there.
Yes, I would have paid to have my photograph taken with that guy. Honestly, it's one of those cult, ridiculous, stupid, silly things, but it's so uncool. It's cool. It's like, oh, it's just so needless, and it's like, what the hell am I looking at? But I love it. Oh, you got to sit in the thing of American Werewolf in London and have your photograph taken and stuff. Oh, I was so jealous. We never get that over here, like in Northern Ireland. Cons, proper like big cons and like big stars just don't come here. So I live vicariously through all of you doing the videos, and I'm like just sat there thinking, oh god, I want to be there. Sat with my popcorn beside that like dummy thing, having my photograph taken like he did. That was an awesome video. I loved it.
Oh, thanks, Lisa. Well, I was just going to say, like, the Tim Capel, the guy who plays the sax in that movie, and when he was there, so throughout the day they had like celebrities on doing talk panels and stuff like that. Well, he was in the movie for like 13 seconds, so it's like, so he literally played the saxophone for pretty much the entire hour he was on. But he was in through the crowd. He was getting up near people. People had like the toy, the foam ones, playing the saxophone with him. It was the best.
Oh, I've been in there. Yes. Oh, I would have enjoyed every minute of that. As naff as it sounds. Awesome. Brilliant.
Oh, it was a good time. Good time. We've got a different kind of question here. True Action Star says, "Who are some of your favorite authors?"
I can go. I talk too much, but I can go really quickly with this one. I have 3. Obviously, Stephen King. But I'm going to say something really controversial. I prefer his son to him. Why is his name not coming to me? I've got his book somewhere. What's Stephen King's son called? Joe Hill. There he is.
Joe Hill, that's the one.
And Sean Hudson, who nobody has heard of, is a horror author that I first started reading when I was about 13 or 14. And I've got everything he's released under every pseudonym he's written under. He's my favourite. I love him. But it's just like mainly horror that he does, so it's probably not everybody's cup of tea.
Okay, yeah. Well, Joe Hill, he's the one who did Blackthorn, right? Like, he wrote the short book. And
did he? I thought it was Stephen King. Maybe you're right. I don't know. He did that one that Harry. What's the guy? I'm terrible with names, folks. What's Harry? The guy that played Harry Potter. What's his name? Daniel Radcliffe. The one where he had horns in it. Is it called Horns?
I think so.
He's that. But his books, he hasn't had much adapted into like screenplays or movies, but his books are amazing. I find with Stephen King, he spends a lot of time describing what something looks like. I mean, I read a book of Stephen King's and he spent 2 pages describing a tree. And I'm like, thinking, I'm really getting bored here.
How many descriptive words could you find for a tree?
Exactly.
That sounds great.
He's an amazing author, but I used to listen to Stephen King audiobooks, and every night, without exception, it made me fall asleep. But his son's much more to the point. He's much quicker, so I prefer Joe Hill to Stephen King.
2 pages for a tree.
Say again?
I can't get my head around that. 2 pages for a tree.
Yeah. Honestly, there's so many books that he's written that are amazing, but sometimes certain parts of the books are a real slog to get through. I find with Stephen King, although he's a fantastic author, I prefer things that move along quite quickly, and that's not Stephen King.
Yeah.
At all.
Get you. No, that's fair enough, Lisa. Have any of you guys got a favorite author?
Yeah, I used to read a lot of Jodi Picoult. She's like a drama, I guess you could say. All of her books have made me cry, every single one. I think there's only been one that's been turned into a movie. I think it was called My Sister's Keeper.
Oh God, yeah, that's so sad.
fucking sad. All of her books are like that. Just totally, they break your heart. And they're about, like real life situations that could happen. And they're very heartbreaking, but also hopeful. And they're really, I don't want to say nice because they're very sad, but there's always something nice to take out of them. Yeah, like a life lesson or something. They're
that
really
movie
nice.
was awesome.
Again, sad, but yeah, really good.
No, that's cool, Julie. I haven't seen that movie, even My Sister's Keeper.
Very good. Very sad.
Very sad.
I've heard. Yeah. I've learned my lesson with Marley and Me, so I'm not doing that again.
Well, no dogs by.
That's banned from our house, that movie. Nope. This Muggins went to see it in the cinema thinking it was a romantic comedy with Jennifer Aniston and Owen Wilson. Oh no, I haven't recovered still to this day.
Nah, I can't do it again. I mean, I'm bad enough when it comes to a dog movie anyway, but that one,
Not good.
Nah. I have to be in a mood for a sad movie, so I'll get to My Sister's Keeper one day though. Jason, have you got a favorite author?
That's interesting. I read a lot of books. I don't think about. I guess, I read different kind of books. I really love the Harry Potter series. I'm rereading again, and man, I haven't read anything else that J.K. Rowling has done. But man, that's such a great series. I'm getting into Game of Thrones. George R.R. Martin, I think, is the first book I just read was great. So I'd love to read more George R.R. Martin stuff. I was thinking Mark Lewison is probably the best Beatles writer. I love reading his stuff, covering the Beatles. Ron Chernow is a great writer of history books. So I love reading books by him. There's some other guys I'm forgetting on top of my head that I like to read. Because I like to read a lot of history books as well. So I got a lot of quite different authors I'd love to get more into.
No, that's fair enough, and it's nice variety. It sounds like you've been reading as well.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I'm not a big reader myself. I tend to read some autobiography from time to time, so I haven't got a favorite. Adam, have you got a favorite author?
Yeah, I've got one.
Okay.
It's Mike from DigiZ. That.
Nice.
Yeah.
He'll pay you later, Adam. It's all right. He'll pay you later.
Yeah, I'll pay you later.
It's a big thank you to Adam at the end of the book. Yeah.
Thanks, Adam. But yeah, I've got my first book coming out at some point this year as well. So
I was gonna ask, is this a joke or am I not in the know about this? You spoke about this earlier this year, didn't you? About what was coming on the chat. That's awesome. That's one of my biggest ambitions in life is to have something published, but I never get beyond novella before I run out of story. So it's not happening. I'll be really interested to read that, Mike. You'll have to let us know when it comes out.
Yeah, thanks, Lisa. Well, so at the moment it's currently being proofread by my friend Dave. So as soon as it's kind of proofread and I've checked over it, I'll probably make like a little YouTube video just saying like, look, it's coming out here. If you're interested, it'll be there.
Awesome.
Yeah, thanks, Lisa.
But you don't have an author that inspires you, Mike?
No, as I say, it's more like, so for example, last year I read Jeanette McCurdy's autobiography, which is like really powerful, really interesting book. I've read like Michael J. Fox's autobiography, which again, fantastic read. Ralph Macchio's autobiography. So I tend to read like every now and then, but biographies mainly, because I like to know about like actors or actresses in their like behind the scenes in Hollywood and stuff. That's what interests me. Especially doing movies and talking about them and stuff. But no, Jason, no one that really inspires. I never really read as much as a kid, apart from Goosebumps books. Love them. and Diver Wimpy Kid. But that's about it. Joe, what about you?
No, I don't really read. It's all when I was younger, when I was a kid, I used to love reading the Roald Dahl books and the Goosebumps books. And as I've got older, I've not read a single thing, to be honest, apart from your book, Michael. Was it? Yeah, like what was that book called again? Did it have a school bus on the front cover?
Yeah, Stranded Bus.
Yeah. I think that's the only book I've read in my adulthood. So you're probably my favourite adult author. So good job.
Good stuff out there, Joe.
And,
I'll tell you
I'll put
who's
him
really
there.
good. If you like Roald Dahl, but it's mainly kids' books. David Williams is actually a really good author. He
Yeah,
writes
so I've heard.
very
Yeah.
similar because I've got a son that kind of age, so he loves David Williams, and it's very similar to the kind of style that Roald Dahl used to write in. It's really,
Yeah.
really good.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Never knew that, Lisa.
He's awesome.
But thank you for the question interaction. And just before we move on to the next questions, it is 9 o'clock, so we're all going to be wrapping up with the first guest. So, firstly, I just want to thank Adam, Jamie, Jason, and Joe being a part of the first hour. Lisa is staying on.
You stop on me.
No, not at all. But very quickly, Adam, I know you were saying, I think the next thing you got coming up is your live stream, right?
Yep, and on Thursday, I'll be doing the music and movie theme Would You Rather video to celebrate 500 videos on YouTube.
Sweet.
Oh.
Yeah, so please go over and check Adam's 500 video out and his live stream. Is it Saturday, Adam?
Yep, Saturday at 8 p.m. UK time. It should be.
Sweet. So go support Adam. His link is down below in the description box. Jamie, what have you got coming up?
I've got my fortnightly live stream with Tyrone from In the Circle Club. This week, we're pretty much going to be discussing Ant-Man, all things Ant-Man, and probably the Flash trailer. Or probably all the trailers that have just come out at the Super Bowl there. So, yeah, having a chat about that. And then, obviously, every week I've been covering The Last of Us. So, all The Last of Us reviews are over on my channel as well that you can check out. And if you like that sort of stuff, give me a sub.
Awesome. And Jamie, what time's your live stream with Tyrone?
I don't know. The time zone's like, you know what it's like, you and I. What's the time? What are we going to do? Are we going to get up early or are you going to get up early? It's a hard thing to navigate. So we sort of just wing it. Like whatever he's got on, we just judge it because he's in the US. I'm in Australia, obviously. So, yeah.
Well, James got some awesome content in that live stream. Go subscribe to her channel and then set a reminder when it does come on. And go check out her and Tyrone Circle Club. And Jason, what you got coming up?
Tomorrow I'm going to do a live stream at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time on what I've been watching over the last month and just kind of give reviews and my thoughts on that. Also, I wanted to plug in that I've got an Oscar predictions contest still going on, predicting who you think is going to win at the Oscars. And that's March 12th is the Oscar, so you have to put in predictions by then. And I've got 7 entries so far, so still would love more people to enter in.
How do you do that, Jason? Do you have to do a video, or in what way do people enter?
Mostly on I did a video about the Oscar contest, and most everybody's just in the comment section put in their predictions. That's pretty much what everybody's done so far.
Okay.
So go over and subscribe to Jason. Go check out the Oscar video. I submit them as well. And very quickly, just talking about kind of Oscars and awards. This Sunday on Lost on the Reel channel, Sean from Lost on the Reel, they're doing the 2nd annual Rubber Ducky Awards.
Rubber Duck.
And I've actually recorded a segment, so I'm presenting one of the awards on that night.
Ooh, what are you doing?
But I'm presenting the worst movie of the year award.
Oh, that's awesome.
God.
I'm doing best leading performance in a TV show.
Oh, I have to check
I
that out
can't wait.
later.
It's so much fun. It really is.
Cool. You have to send me the link. I don't even know who that person is.
Yeah.
I've never heard of them.
Keep an eye on my community tab. I'll be sharing it a few times this week.
Same.
You will love the Cinema Squad, Jamie Lee. They're just an awesome bunch of lads. Really, really nice lads. And they do this every year so that like us lot can get our say in who we think should have won stuff. But it's really fun on the night if you could be there.
Yeah, I'll do my best.
Yeah. Definitely. I'll be sharing it as well, Lisa. So hopefully bring more attention to those guys as well.
Yeah, if you two are on it. Of course we can know it. You can pay me later.
But when I got the email about it, I got given the list. I was like, if you know me, it's got to be worse movies.
Very good.
So I'm not revealing the winner though. That you have to wait for Sunday.
Yep.
And finally, Joe, what have you got coming up?
I actually haven't got a lot of content at the moment. I've got 2 videos coming up. One of them's eating one of the world's hottest noodles, and I filmed eating the world's hottest chocolate bar today, which was absolutely awful. So
not
you
right.
guys really enjoy that. I know Jason and Adam like seeing me suffer, so you're going to really enjoy that one because that's not good. Yeah, I'm hoping to maybe do a live stream as well. I just haven't had a lot of time with work because I'm back doing day shifts at work, so I haven't had a lot of time doing videos. I've got a few video ideas I'd like to do, so hopefully I can do some more of those. Hoping to do maybe a live stream within a couple of weeks' time, but yeah, basically the only content I've got coming up at the moment is stuff what hurts my butthole. So
You're a brave man.
God.
Very brave man.
What's your
Yeah,
best-
so odd. I always message Joe and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing this for? Like, nobody wants to see it.
Or
Oh.
entertainment.
I wish I could answer that, Jamie, but I have no idea. It seems like a good idea at the time, and then when I'm filming these videos, I'm thinking, there's more to life than this, man, honestly.
What's great about Joe
Be
is he
careful,
tortures
though.
himself and he narrates, so he makes fun of himself as he's torturing himself.
Yeah.
It's great. I love it.
Yeah,
That's
thanks,
the ones where it's
Jason, man.
instant
And this
regret.
man doesn't like horror.
Exactly, Lisa. So yeah, go check out Joe and go check out his videos. But yeah, once again, just thanks to Adam, Jamie, Jason, and Joe. And yeah, see you later, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us on, Mike. Have a good stream, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Bye.
So,
Right.
She says I can still see
There
your
we go.
face. She says.
And yeah, so while we've got here, we've got a couple of guests joining us at 9 o'clock. Sorry for the late introductions. Firstly, we've got Pete from Playtendo. Hey, Pete.
Hey.
It's Mel Gibson.
Hey, everyone. I don't think so.
No, Paul Dark. Sorry, my apologies.
Pole Dark. Oh, so many I've been called. I can't keep up just lately.
Nah. And I'm sure True Action Stars, the wife and his wife are going to be commenting rapidly at the moment.
His wife, yes.
Yes.
Well, it's great to have you again, Pete. We've also got
thanks for
Matt
the
from
invite.
Vengeance Media. Hey, Matt.
What is he doing?
Oh,
What?
oh, that's really embarrassing. It's been a really hectic Valentine's Day. Sorry, I forgot.
He's
Got
been watching
tissue
Margot
sticking
Robbie
everywhere.
and he's glazed the TV again.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's what it is. How's it going, guys?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Yeah, good. Good, guys. What's going on?
Oh, well, awesome to have you, man. And we've got two other guests as well. So you guys, I don't think you met them. I know Pete has. Firstly, we've got the legend that is Rashad. Hey, Rashad.
Oh yeah.
What's going on, Chief? Can you hear me all right?
Can you
I've
good?
seen this gentleman's videos and he's a very funny man.
Me? Funny? Nah.
Yeah.
Funny. How am I funny? What's funny about it?
Everything.
What's going on, y'all?
Hey, good, man. Great to have you back as well.
Yeah, you know what? Damn, they didn't make it. You know why?
Why?
I'm gonna tell you why. I was in the middle of work and I was doing Uber Eats and I was picking up from a restaurant and some idiot left some liquid on the floor. So I took a step, bam, fell, knee first, back, everything, said, fuck it. Yeah, so I got up like an old man, like, everybody's like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. So I'm walking out with two bags like this, walking sideways, getting out the door. And it took me about 10 minutes to get in the car, man. I had to go to the hospital. See, I still got my little baby.
No.
Yeah, I had to go because I thought I tore something, which fortunately it was just a muscle strain or whatever. And I kind of,
That still hurt.
Yeah, a little minor tear, but they gave me some drugs. They injected me with something. I feel like,
And even if it's a hospital visit, he makes it to Z Talk. So hey,
Yeah,
good
that's
to have you, man.
dedication for you, wasn't it?
Yeah, I told him, I said, look, I got something to do at for me. Y'all gotta hurry this up. And she says, okay, let me just get this needle, poke you in the butt cheek, and you be on your way.
Well, it's great to have you, man. And also going to get our last guest on here, who Rashad does know, our first-time guest on the channel, and that is Rob from Xploitation. Hey, Rob.
Hello, everyone.
Hi,
Hey,
Rob.
Rob, what's good?
Hey.
Hey, how you
Going
doing?
on, man?
Doing okay, yeah.
I'm liking
Awesome.
that channel title. Am I assuming we have another horror fan here?
Of course.
Fantastic.
Well, I mean, certain kinds of horror, they have to be bloody, otherwise I'm not interested.
Yes.
So,
Well, great having you, Rob.
something like Barbarian doesn't float your boat, then, you know.
I haven't seen it. I don't really keep up with the new movies too well. I spend most of my time in the 60s and 70s.
Okay.
Yeah, well, Rob, you've got a really. So I'm going to hand over to you, Rob, just to kind of plug your channel. But yeah, I came across your channel through Rashad, and yeah, man, I've got to say you've covered some really like unusual stuff. I really dig it, man.
Thanks, man. Yeah. I wanted to do. Well, I mean, I am a horror fan, but I'm also a fan of all kinds of crazy movies. So I made my channel just for exploitation films in general, which, I mean, exploitation films are basically any film that's on the lower budget side that tries to entice an audience by offering more sex or violence. So yeah, I cover a lot of sexy, violent films.
Me too. Man, yeah, like so. Like I was saying, actually, Rob, believe it or not, before the stream started, I was talking to my partner Emma, and she's like, "Oh, like who's coming on Z Talks and stuff tonight?" So I said, "Oh, you know, Rob," and she's like, "Who's Rob?" So I was like, telling her a bit about your channel. I was like, "Yeah, when I watch this guy's videos, I haven't got a clue about any of what these movies are." But I was like, "They're a good time."
Yeah. Just trying to spread the good word.
Yeah. Oh man, I appreciate it. Like your videos are great, and then Rashad like covered like a lot of blaxploitation movies as well, which have been really cool.
Yeah, our last collab had my pressure like go all the way up. You know what I'm saying? I think Rob did that on purpose.
I honestly had no idea how you would react to it. I thought you would see it more like me and be a fan. I didn't know it would get your pressure up.
Yeah, well, it's the first time ever. I've seen a lot of movies in my lifetime, but it's the first time I've ever seen a movie where a brother gets cooked in a pot. You know, he jukes him with a pitchfork, throws him in a pot, and he makes soup out of him. I've never seen that before.
What was this? It wasn't
It's
Uncle
a film,
Tom's
it's a film
Cabin,
called
was it?
Mandingo.
It wasn't called Uncle Tom or something. It wasn't that one.
It's
Mandingo,
a movie called Mandingo.
I've never heard of that. My goodness.
Yeah.
It's a really nasty slave movie from the 70s.
Wow.
Dear me.
Yeah. I mean, I could appreciate its brutal honesty because I'm pretty sure that stuff really did go on at that time. But it's like I don't want to see that shit no more. You know, I've seen more slave movies now than I care to see. I don't want to see any more slave movies unless it's Django Part 2, The Revenge. Other than that, I don't want to see no more slave movies.
I watched Django Part 2.
I got a can of Heinz Big Soup in the cupboard. I was going to eat that later, but
no, Matt, I don't believe. But anyway, yeah, great to have Lisa still on, and welcome Pete, Matt, Rashad, and Rob. I've got quite a few comments. Just to give everyone a heads up, usually after like 9 o'clock, Z Talks goes like X-rated recently. With
dear me.
Comments coming
That's why
in.
I'm here.
Oh, I've heard all about that TV and that glazed yes. I've heard all about it. I watched Babylon this week, actually.
That's a movie.
Yeah, because Matt's been speaking about it, so I'm like, I'm going to have to watch this. It was really good. I thought I wouldn't like it, but I really, really enjoyed it.
Yeah. I'm still got
not for the same reasons that you did.
Yeah, I mean, Rashad, Rob, you guys seen Babylon yet?
I haven't even heard of it.
Mm-mm.
What is Babylon?
It's a new movie by Damien Chazelle.
It's like an ensemble movie that
it's like a love letter to the silent films.
Okay.
Of Hollywood.
I avoided it because I know it'll put me to sleep. Like I'm to the point now where I can tell when a movie's gonna knock me out just from the trailer. So when I saw the trailer, I said, "Yeah, within 10 minutes, I'm gonna be counting sheep." So I didn't bother.
Oh man,
it took me a bit to get into it. The weird thing was the bit everyone else loved was the first half hour, and I wasn't really invested until I got past that. And then when it started getting deeper into the characters, I really liked it, but it is a bit slow. But that's my kind of thing.
Isn't it like 3 hours long?
It is quite long, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
Too
a
long for
period
me.
piece of The Wolf of Wall Street. It's like,
Margot Robbie is
Wait, you
incredible.
said it's like Wolf of Wall Street, you said?
yeah.
Yeah, you.
Oh, well, Wolf of Wall Street is one of my favorite movies.
You're
So,
probably
I
like
might-
Babylon then.
Well, there you go.
Oh, shit. Okay. All right. Well, I think you sold me on that. I love Wolf of Wall Street. I can almost quote that movie verbatim, man. That's like my second favorite Scorsese movie besides Goodfellas.
Nice.
Yeah, I love that movie.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. Well, Matt, you recently got the special edition of that, right?
Yeah, I got the 4K Arrow box set. Yeah.
Mm.
Which I'm still surprised that Arrow released it on it was an Arrow label. Like, it doesn't seem that old to have a 4K from Arrow. Like, yeah, I would have thought Second Sight would have done it.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, I was a bit surprised by that as well. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, we're just like, guys, know we've got quite a lot of comments to catch up on, so we'll go through them. So yeah, anyone who's commenting right now, we will get to your comments. So thank you for that. We'll start with this one with Josh. He says, thinking of going to see Marcel the Shell with shoes on tomorrow. It's my second favorite movie of last year. Will you be seeing it?
I can't wait to see this.
Yeah,
I've heard it's amazing. It's an animation, isn't it?
Yeah, it's an A24 animation movie. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see it, but I haven't seen it yet. It's not out here yet.
No, it comes out tomorrow, I think.
Oh, right, okay. Our cinemas are crap, though. We'll probably not get it. I had to go to Belfast to see The Whale, so I'll probably need to go to Belfast to see that as well.
The Whale, good luck with that one.
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Oh, no, it was a good movie. It's just, it made me never want to eat food ever again.
It would take a lot more than that to make me not want to eat food again, I have to say.
No, like, when you see somebody suffer for 2 hours, breathing, sweating, and eating and gagging, like that popcorn I had, I put that shit down. I'm like, I don't even want to touch it.
It's scary, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know why I can switch my brain off, but it is definitely scary.
Fuck this slice of pizza. I don't want it.
Yeah. I mean, of course, a day or two is gonna wear off. Like, man, give me that pizza. But when you're watching the movie, like, I don't want this shit no more.
Yeah, I mean, I think with this one, like, I do want to go see it, but obviously with being A24, I'm like A24 animation, like that work. But I've heard good things.
But it's the fact it's going to be that different. We want to see. Well, there's been nothing. I suppose A24 haven't done any animation yet, so it's gonna. Everyone I know that has seen it loves it. So I'm hoping it's going to be good.
Yeah, me too, Lisa. Pete, are you going to be checking it out?
I've heard some good things about it. I know Josh has seen it before and he really enjoys it. It's been out in America for like about a year, I think. I've seen the trailer for it. It looks very cute and quirky, but I've heard it's quite depressing. So yeah, I'm intrigued to give it a go. Probably won't watch it on cinema. Probably watch it on streaming or something.
Yeah. Hey, fair enough, man. And Rob, what about you?
Yeah, I'm interested in seeing it, but same deal. I'll probably catch it on streaming. I live in Germany, and I don't like watching dubbed movies, and they don't often play movies in English here. I mean, I speak German. That's not a problem. I'm just morally opposed to taking an actor's voice away from them and replacing it with a different actor's voice. So I don't go to the theater very often unless it's like in the original language.
Completely agree. Takes away the whole performance.
I'm kind of the opposite. I don't mind dub because I grew up watching kung fu movies where it was all dubbed. You know what I'm saying? And then when I actually watched the Cantonese version, it's just weird to me. Like, I'd rather the cheesy dub voice. I'll give you a good example of the first Mad Max movie, right? If you watch the first Mad Max movie, the original actor's voice for the toe cutter is not very intimidating. You know, like when you hear toe cutter, like the real actor, he's like, I am the toe cutter. You know, yeah. Then he talks really soft like this. I'm like, dude, you don't sound like his voice doesn't match his face. But when you watch the dub version of Mad Max, it's I'm the toe cutter and I represent the Knight Rider. I'm like, that's the toe cutter. That sounds like the toe. Yeah, so I don't mind when it's dubbed. I mean, if the voice is right, I can get behind it.
Yeah, I don't mind dubs if it's like an Italian film where they often would use actors from Italy and Spain and Germany and sometimes even America, and they would all speak their native language, and then they would just dub everything. Like, that's fine. Like, the spaghetti Western dubs are fine, and the Giallo film dubs are fine, but I don't want to like listen to Leonardo DiCaprio speak German.
I can understand that.
Everything sounds aggressive in German as well, doesn't it? So it just sounds extra aggressive.
It does to you. It doesn't to me.
It was my favorite subject at school. I love German. I just think it's it's hard. Did you not find it really difficult to learn? You know the way the words in the sentence are all put in the wrong order?
Yeah, sure. It's hard language.
Yeah, it's difficult, but it's my favorite. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, I mean, sorry, Rob.
Oh no, I was just going to say. I mean, I neither love it nor hate it. It's just sort of. Yeah, I have to do it.
You have to speak.
Yeah, no, I'll get you, man. Yeah, I think it's one of those probably depend on the movie. Like I can see your complete like point, Rob, especially, and then I can see like Rashad's what he said about that Mad Max as well. I think it depends on it, but like for example, I wouldn't want to see like someone in German speaking like Leonardo DiCaprio lines in Titanic. Like I don't think that would work, for example.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch Titanic anyway, but it would just be worse if it was in a different language.
I'm out.
Look at Matt's face.
Well, I tell you one thing I'm going to touch on very quickly before I go to the next comment, and this is a topic I wanted to bring up. Rob, and I think I've not seen the movie, so I can't talk about this, but I think you've got a hot take on Gladiator.
Yeah, I don't like it.
God.
I know it's like one of Rashad's favorite movies, but no, I don't
What's wrong
like
with
it.
you, man? Strength and honor.
I think it's really boring. That's my problem with Gladiator. Just super boring. Yeah, I don't like the story. Yeah, I think it's there's a lot about that movie that I don't like, but my main criticism is it's boring.
Okay, well, let me ask you, did you watch the 3-hour director's cut, the extended cut, or did you watch the theatrical version?
There's a 3-hour cut. I didn't even know there was.
No, so I've seen the theatrical version. I watched the theatrical version in the theater.
Mike's got it. There we go.
And then we were talking and with Mike too about Gladiator a few weeks ago. And then you said that you liked it. And I was like, well, maybe I should watch this again because Rashad's cool. He's got good taste in movies. So I watched it again, and no, I still hate it. I think it's really boring.
I do that too. I give them a second chance. But when you watch the kind of movies that Rob watches, it's going to be a bit.
They would just rinse all his classics together. It'd be brilliant. You get Josh on here.
Joe, oh man, that'd be interesting. Josh's take.
Wait, so Lisa, you say you didn't like it either?
Sorry.
You said you didn't like it either? You didn't like Gladiator?
Oh, I love Gladiator. I really like it.
Okay.
But I'm just thinking with the type of movies Rob probably likes, Gladiator is a little bit in a lower gear, isn't it?
Listen, I ain't gonna lie. Like I saw it in the theater twice, and I cried like a bitch.
I cried.
That movie, it was a water bag when I watched Gladiator. And I mean, no spoilers for Mike, but yeah, that thing had me like, I was done.
There's no shame in that.
No,
it's not.
There's a man that cried at Titanic last week.
Let me tell you something. I used to be ashamed because, men don't cry. But listen, I cry at movies, and I've learned to just embrace that side of me. So now I don't get even in front of my kids. I don't give a damn. We saw Avatar together, The Way of the Water, and I didn't care. Like, Daddy, you crying? Yes. I said, yes, your dad cries.
It's the only time I cry is at movies. The only time. And my son will sit and stare at me in the cinema and make a really big point of drawing everyone's attention to the fact that I'm crying at something because I'm not a crier. But movies, that's the emotional outlet. I will cry at movies too, definitely.
Yeah. Yes,
bro,
I could do a whole 2-hour live stream about movies that make me cry.
I went to see Titanic 4K 3D twice this week, and I cried every time.
What bit makes you cry? What bit is it that gets you?
All of it. The scene where at the front of the boat where they do the first kiss. Yeah. That scene, because of the music, is so haunting. Bill Paxton on the big screen again. It got me in the feels. I started choking up. The portrait scene, the car scene.
I think people remember other stuff about the portrait scene.
Yeah.
Dude, it's just James Cameron. James Cameron just knows how to hit those emotional notes and you can watch any of his movies, even like his lesser, you know, like you could watch The Abyss and something about that movie hit you. He just knows how to get those emotions out of you.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
My
it has
favorite
good
bit of
likable
Titanic
characters.
is Titanic. The bit at the end when, you know, like the old Rose throws the necklace into the water. That's the saddest part for me. It's like, oh, like just the whole story's gone. I don't know. I haven't seen it in years. I saw it in the cinema and the projector broke when I went to see it. So I'd seen like 2 hours of this movie. Projector broke, so I had to go back next time and watch that 2 hours all over again. But it's a good movie. It's awesome.
Mm. Well,
I also don't like Titanic.
Rob, you don't like Titanic either?
Right, no, God,
what's
no.
Your favorite
I
movie,
hate that
Rob?
movie.
What's your favorite movie?
Oh, my favorite movie, Jaws, probably. My favorite movie.
That's a good one, yeah.
Casablanca and RoboCop would be like my top 3.
Awesome. That's quite diverse, isn't it?
At least we can agree on RoboCop and what was the other one?
RoboCop
Jaws.
rules.
Yeah.
And Jaws. Jaws is
And
amazing.
Jaws. Yeah, I love getting drunk and reciting that whole Indianapolis scene with Quint. You know, yeah. The thing about a shark, you know, he's got these black eyes, these lifeless eyes. When he looks at you, doesn't seem to be living. Yeah, doll's eyes. Yeah, he doesn't seem to be living until he bites you, and those black eyes roll over white. Love
So
that scene.
good.
Yeah.
Me too. I love every scene in that movie. It's amazing.
It is.
Well, I was going to ask you guys. So the reason I got the Gladiator Blu-ray here is because it has. I've just checked. It has actually got the theatrical version and the extended version.
Okay.
So because I'm
wow.
seeing it for the first time, should I go for the extended version or not?
Go for the shorter one so it's over faster.
That's the version I watched, like
still
just
talking
over
about
2
Gladiator?
hours.
Nah, well, I would watch the extended version because this is one of those cases where the extended version doesn't ruin the pacing of the film because they add probably 2 or 3 scenes, but they're very important to the story though. So I would recommend watching the extended cut.
Right.
Cool.
Right, we'll do. We have got a next comment here, which is I'm not looking forward to this movie, by the way, so I'm just going to put it out there. Traction Star says, looking forward to the Exorcist remake this year.
Fuck no.
I will watch it, but not particularly excited about it. But it's horror, so I'll watch it.
Like, I was excited about it, but it was like David Gordon Green, and like he can go fuck himself after Halloween ends.
Are you
Like,
not
after
Halloween
Halloween
fan
ends, yeah, he can fuck himself.
Yeah, and the fact that they've already announced this is going to be a trilogy as well. Like, I'm just like,
it's like one of those things. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Do something new.
Will Corey return in this
how many ways
Exorcist remake?
How many ways can you tell a story about a devil possessing somebody? Like, you know, I don't.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. What are you saying, Pete?
I was just going to say, will they include another character similar to Corey in this Exorcist remake? It's just like, we don't need a trilogy of it. Oh, I wasn't interested when it first announced, and that was announced as a trilogy. I was like, why has everything got to be a bloody trilogy?
You can see the tagline now, can't you? Possession dies tonight. Possession dies tonight.
Probably, Matt. Probably. And then maybe a cameo by Michael Myers at the end. Who knows?
Teasing Halloween Returns.
Yeah, right.
I hope not, Pete. Rob, are you looking forward to the Exorcist remake?
No, I'm not looking forward to any remake ever. Yeah, I'm anti-remake, especially of the classics. Why do that? I mean, Friedkin's movie is amazing. You just watch that. I've got the DVD over there. That's good enough.
It's rarely better, is it? Remakes are rarely better than the original.
I can't think of
handful.
Are there any that are better?
What's
A lot of people prefer the remake of Texas Chainsaw. I don't. I prefer the original, but I know a lot of people prefer the remake of that one.
I mean, actually, I changed my answer. I think remakes are okay if you really add something new. So in the 80s, they did a lot of remakes of some classic 50s sci-fi movies, and those are all great. The Thing, The Fly, The Blob, those are great.
Oh, The Fly's incredible.
Great movies. But they're all like radically different from their source material. So that's cool. Like, use the new technology and say something else. That's fine.
This is why I really respected Evil Dead 2013, because obviously the last movies were quite campy, whereas 2013 was very serious in tone. So like, I dig that.
No.
Yeah, a tonal shift is that's a cool reason to make a movie. Yeah. Yeah. Although the very first Evil Dead is not really campy.
No.
The first one was actually trying to be the first one was trying to be a serious horror film.
Yeah.
And then by part 2, they just lost their mind.
Yeah, they went ham on it with Bruce Campbell.
Yeah. No, definitely. We've got a question here from True Action as well. He says, have you guys got any cool talents?
No. Can't think of any.
I can't either, no.
Any cool
I can walk about in a crab upside down, but that's hardly fair. You know, like that Exorcist scene where she comes down the stairs? I can do that.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
So physical talents or mental talents?
Any talents.
Any talent?
Yeah.
I can ride a skateboard. That counts.
That's cool. Yeah.
That is good.
I mean, only basic. I can't do any fancy tricks or anything, but I can skateboard.
No, well, I'd fall off if I tried to even stand on the bloody thing. I remember watching this group of people showing off skateboarding in a town where loads of skateboarders gather at one of those parks. And one lad broke his skateboard completely in half. And he still managed to skateboard on half of the bloody skateboard. I was ridiculously impressed. It was like, how are you doing this? So it's one of those things that's like sorcery. I just couldn't do it. So I love to watch people that can.
I think Rashad was out on his skateboard before coming on the stream, I think.
Man, that wasn't that was no skateboard. That was a damn puddle. Whatever that was, I slipped on. Shoot.
Oh, dear me.
But you know what? The first thing I thought of, man, I should have stayed on the ground. I should have been like, damn, I should have just laid there, let the ambulance take me out, and I could have, so. Because, I mean, if I call an attorney now, they're probably going to be like, well, did you get up on your own power? Yeah, well, you ain't got no case.
Oh, you're screwed.
M3lawyersforyou.com.
Well, I mean, because when you're surrounded by a lot of people, just something inside says, no, like, this is embarrassing.
Yeah.
But I was in pain because when I fell, my whole body twisted, so all of this here ripped, and I'm just like, like I said, I'm walking out sideways. They're like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" I said, yeah, I'm fine. Shit, I'm cursing like shit. I'm good. And I got outside, man. I was in pain. Yeah,
it's horrible. Why do we do that as humans? I thought that was a strictly British thing, that you pretend everything's okay when it isn't. I did that when I broke my ankle. This man slowed down. I went over on my ankle and he saw it happen and he's mouthing out the door or the car door, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm limping across the road to my work with a broken ankle. But you pretend that everything's okay. Don't know what it is about being mortally embarrassed of showing that you've hurt yourself.
Yeah, well, also too, you like, in the time we live in, you don't want to become a meme. It's like nowadays. It's like nowadays when something happens to you, like they make a meme out of it, and you're like, so of course you're traumatized, but they're making a mockery of you on the internet. So I think that's part of what it is.
Like, yeah, I'm fine, man. I'm fine. Yeah. Just scratch.
No, I get you. Well, Pete, have you got any cool talents?
No, I don't think so.
It looks like Poldark and Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
The true action star of the Deals' wife.
Yeah,
that seems to be the case. Probably doing 8-hour streams and not being tired. That's my talent. There you go.
That's a talent. That's a goddamn talent. After about 2 hours, man, my left butt cheek goes to sleep. And I have to get up.
I only had 3 hours sleep last night, so I've only had 3 hours sleep.
Oh dear.
Well, Pete, just very quickly, with Lisa mentioning like Poldark and Mel Gibson, last night on the stream, I remember a comment. You got compared to Tom Hiddleston as well.
Yes. Mind you, I have been told that before. Somebody has called me Loki before, so I'll take it.
Work out who it was. Who Tom Hiddleston? Right. Okay, we know now.
Yeah.
It's the hair, Pete. It's the hair. It's obviously
It's gotta be. It's gotta be.
Wife, isn't it?
Oh wow.
You have to be complimented. I mean, really, all those hot men you're being compared to.
You need to grow a beard with it, Pete.
Probably need
just
to.
Be like everyone will be gushing at the flange for you.
Oh dear, is that the female equivalent of
the women like
something?
long hair and beards, like a Viking look. You know what I mean?
Oh
like,
yes.
You know.
No, don't get me started. Don't get me started on that. We'll be careful on that. No.
Oh man! Well, wait till we get further down in the comments. I'm sure there'll be some from True Action Star's wife about Pete. I can imagine it. Let's have a look. We've got Josh saying, working on a secret project of which I might upload on my channel when it's done. Can't wait to make it for people to see it.
That's cool.
Oh, cool, man. Yeah. Keep us posted.
I don't know Josh, so what's his channel name so I can subscribe to him? Is it just under
the lens? I think it's still Through the Lens. I don't know if he's changed it.
I think he's changed it now to Josh because that's the Through the Lens logo he's got.
I can never keep up. I can never keep up with Josh. He has so many different YouTube names. I just
he's changed his YouTube names, like the Sugar Babes have changed lineups.
It's going to be really hard.
I'll get you. Well, keep us posted, Josh. We've got one here. We've got Jamie Powell. So, hey, Jamie. He says, good evening. Hope you're all well. What's the next must-watch for TV, film, Blu-ray, or cinema? Matt, do you want to go first?
Scream 6 and Evil Dead Rise. Yeah, 100%. That's my.
Yeah.
And give. I need that in my veins right now.
Nice.
Yeah. Hey, good picks, man. Pete, what about you?
I would agree with Scream 6. I can't wait for that one. That looks really good. I wasn't won over at first, but as soon as I saw that trailer, I gotta be there day one. And also, I can't wait until the final The Last of Us TV series. It's the first time I've been excited for a TV show in years. I can't wait till the next episode comes on.
It's really good.
Yeah, been really enjoying it as well. Great picks. Rob, what about you?
Well, I don't go to the theater much, but I got a bunch of DVDs today. So this weekend I'll watch probably some old stuff, maybe like the 1920s Jekyll and Hyde, or maybe like the Lon Chaney Hunchback of Notre Dame, some old silent film. That's on the docket for the weekend.
Nice.
Do you like the old Nosferatu one?
Yeah, in fact, just 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago, I took my kids to see it in the theater with a live orchestra. That was quite fun, and they liked it too. It's great.
Brilliant movie. It's my favorite vampire movie of all time. I love it. Fantastic.
It's really cool. Yeah, I like it a lot.
Great film.
Yeah, that's awesome, Rob. Because I knew your answer would be different as well. So I was like, I wonder what you're watching right now.
Some old silent film. That's what I'm watching this weekend.
It's awesome though, because that opens up the rest of us to stuff that we maybe hadn't seen or hadn't heard of or hadn't thought of. So it's
That's
awesome to have that sort of insight.
Yeah, definitely, Lisa. Rashad, what are you looking forward to most? Or what's your next must-watch?
Well, unfortunately, I don't want to call it a must-watch, but because of what we do on the channel, I got to watch Ant-Man and the Wasp tomorrow. I'm not looking forward to it because I'm not a fan of this first movie or the second movie. And this one here, just like judging from the trailer, I already know it's going to put me to sleep. I already know I'm not going to like it, but I know I'm going to like Jonathan Majors as King the Conqueror. So that's the main reason why I kind of want to see it, but I know it's going to disappoint me. But a must-watch, Creed 3. 3 more weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Until Creed 3. I'm excited about that one. And like I said earlier, Scream. And God damn it. Why is it so silent?
Popular man.
That's your sister calling. Answer the phone. Tell them on the live stream. Don't talk too loud. Yeah. That's my daughter blowing my phone up. What was it? Yeah, Scream, Evil Dead, Creed 3, the stupid Ant-Man and the Wasp, and now as far as turn this shit down, boy. As far as TV goes, Snowfall comes back next week. I don't know if any of you seen Snowfall, but that's like my favorite show right now. And the Wu-Tang Saga just started back up too. So if any of y'all like the Wu-Tang Clan, check out the Hulu show. It's pretty good. The only thing I don't like about the show is the bad casting for Method Man, which is like the standout. Like that's almost like making a Jackson 5 movie and miscasting Michael Jackson. Like, dude, like you know what I'm saying? Method Man was like the guy of Wu-Tang, and they put Dave East in the part. But still a good show though.
Yeah. This is why I think they casted NWA, that's Straight Outta Compton, so well. Like, each one of those guys were fantastic.
Yes, everybody did well. But in this, like, and I guess the producers and the director knows that he's a bad actor because they talk about him, they play his music, but you never see him. Like, okay, where's Method Man? every now and then he'll pop up like the Winter Soldier and make a little cameo. Hey guys, I'm Method Man. I'm on this show. Okay, I'm going now. Bye. And it was like, what a waste of a fucking character.
Yeah, no, man. I saw your review on like the latest Wu-Tang episode as well. I heard about that. That was funny.
Yeah, man. Yeah, they dropped the first. They dropped the first 3 episodes, I believe.
Yeah. I think for me, I don't know about must watch. I guess at the moment, what I'm looking forward to watching is the 4th season of You. I don't know if any of you guys have seen that.
Yep.
No.
Have you been checking
Is that the Netflix one?
Yeah. I remember when that first came out, I was like, this is just trying to be Dexter. And, like, I just got hooked after season 1. I was like, shit, I'm in now. I'm in.
Right.
I'm in.
Yeah, man. And I've been watching season 4. Season 4 is great so far. Really enjoying it. Yeah, Lisa, what would you say is your next must-watch?
Evil Dead Rise, definitely. And there was another one, I can't even remember. I looked it up a second ago. Where is it? There's something else I'm really looking forward to. The Indiana Jones. Oh, it's Cocaine Bear. Yes.
Oh.
It looks
I want
really
to see that
funny.
too, actually. Yeah.
I cannot wait to see that. It looks hilarious. So Cocaine Bear and Evil Dead Rise are probably the 2 that I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Cocaine Bear as well. I can't wait for that one. We've got here, Junior Powell's in, Skinamarink was like watching the ceiling. Oh, wait, it was from different camera angles.
Did you see? Jamie did a remake. Well, he did like a short spoof of a remake of Skinamarink, and it was exactly like the movie. It was, I mean, he could direct Skinamarink because it's ridiculous. It's terrible.
Well, have any of you guys seen this Skinamarink movie?
No, I've heard about it. I heard good things about it. Well, I've heard mixed things about it. Some people said it was boring and just doesn't make any sense. Some people like this is a horror masterpiece. So I don't know what to believe.
Is someone filming the corner of rooms, like the ceiling, the floor, people's feet walking past, an old TV playing cartoons, and occasionally you hear kids' voices, which it's really difficult to make out what they're saying, and that's it. That's the whole movie.
That's it.
Yeah, it's just really weird.
That sounds worse.
It's shocking.
That sounds worse than the Blair Witch Project.
The guy that commented here did a remake of it for, I think the video was about 3 minutes. And if you watch his video, his 3-minute video, that's exactly what the movie's like. Exactly the same. It's ridiculous.
Oh, I'll get mad watching that then. Like, nah. It's amazing what people. It's amazing what people call a masterpiece. Like the Blair Witch Project is probably one of the worst movies ever made. And at the time, people was like, "This is the scariest movie since The Exorcist, since Nightmare on Elm Street, the Blair Witch Project. You won't be able to sleep at night." The fuck are you talking about?
This was different.
It's like you get these clickbait articles on Facebook, and they're like, "Oh my god, people are leaving the theaters and throwing up." And I'm just like, "Who the fuck are these people? Who are these people?"
Exactly.
Like, some people do really like this though, so it's one of those things. Some people love it. Some people. I hated it. I watched it twice because there were a few friends that said I loved this and it really frightened me. So I made myself watch it again in case I was wrong first time. No, I wasn't. Oh, wow. It's not good. Damn. But it may work for. I wanted to like it because it was something different. It was like a new. It was inventive. It was different, but it's shockingly bad. It's terrible. Don't waste your time. Then again, they can stream it on Shudder, so you can watch it for cheap. So that's the only plus point.
Look, here we go. Here we go. You go put it up, Mike. Skinamarink was great. What? It's the fear of the unknown and the eerie feeling that was so investing. It's great.
Who's that? Is that in the comments?
Yeah,
it's Josh.
It's way later down the line. Yeah, Josh saying it's great.
Yeah, a lot of people enjoyed it, so I think it's really divisive. You either really love it or you hate it. I hated it.
You know what? I bet you Josh also likes Lamb. Okay, because when I review Lamb, I took a massive triceratops shit on that movie, and people came at me in the comments, Rashad, you just don't understand cinema and the complexities of the characters and the metaphor, what the movie was saying. I'm like, I don't give a shit. It was trash.
No, if people have to try, they always say that if you don't like something, it's you didn't understand it or you didn't appreciate the symbolism. If you can't put something on, for you to enjoy, or if you need a bloody degree to watch it and understand what they're saying, then they haven't succeeded in what they were trying to do, in my opinion. It's ridiculous. I like symbolism. I like things that make you think a bit, but see when people get really high and mighty and say you just didn't understand, it's like, no, piss off.
Yeah,
it was crap.
Come on, you trying to say I'm not too bright, you know what I'm saying? When you say shit like that to me, it insults my intelligence. Like, you're saying I'm not too bright, man. I'm a high school / junior college graduate. I got a little bit of sense.
No, I completely agree. I haven't seen Lamb. I heard enough bad reports to make me not want to watch it.
It's a weird one. I've seen it and I was confused. I watched it twice and I was still confused.
Yeah, it happens a lot, doesn't it? Things that just you leave it and you find yourself Googling ending of whatever explained. So you wonder what the hell have I just watched? What did that mean? Surely there has to be more to this than symbolism, and you Google it to make sure you understood, and half of the time there's nothing more to it than you thought. And you just end up really deflated. But it's a thing now. I think filmmakers are trying to make things appear really highbrow. Or it's like when they said a Serbian film was a political allegory for the situation in Serbia. As far as I'm concerned, if you need to tell me that, you haven't succeeded in what you're doing. It should, if you have to explain yourself, you haven't succeeded in the task at hand. I've watched the
Serbian film was at least entertaining, even without understanding that.
It was a really good movie. It was well shot. It was well acted. But the way everyone's got a different line of what they can cope with. For me, I was fine up until the final scene of that movie, and then it was like, oh God, no, don't.
Yeah, it's rough. Yeah.
A lot of people said everyone's line's in a different place. So, like, I have friends that just find it completely disgusting that I like horror, or that I watched all of the BBFC Bands Nasties movies. I think they were from the 80s. And people think, oh, you're gross because you've even watched that. So it sort of made me think not to be too judgmental, because everyone's line's in a different place, I suppose. But the film was really well made. It just was a bit much for me at the end. If you haven't seen it and you're a bit squeamish, don't watch.
It's rough. Yeah, it's a rough film. Yeah.
Well, I've got it on my list to watch, because very soon I kind of want to go through these disturbing movies.
Oh my Jesus!
I just want to see to the point where I can get, it hits me.
It's really well made and really well acted, but there are parts in it that you will struggle with. I would imagine most people do. But
I'm sorry, what was the last movie you was talking about? Because my neighbor was making a lot of noise outside. And
a Serbian film. Serbian film.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, Mike, that's a good one. If you want to try a disturbing one, that's a good one, because it is well made. So like how slick it is, how nice it looks and how well acted it is. That helps you get through it. There are other ones that are rough, which don't have those aspects that makes them even rougher. But Serbian films are good. That's a good one to start with. Yeah,
I was going to say on my list, I've got Serbian film, and I've got, is it Salo? Is that the?
Oh, yes.
150 Days of Sodom. Yeah, that's a rough one too. Yeah. Well, that one's gross.
Well, they're on my list.
I want to see your. Honestly, I can't wait to see your reaction to either of those movies.
The Wikipedia to Salo was enough for me. I want to watch that.
I didn't find it as disturbing as a Serbian film. I think that's, other than the only other thing. What's it called? Rob will help me. Is it Cannibal Holocaust? The one with the real animal. That's the one that I just can't rewatch because it's got real animal death in it.
I've heard about that. It's rough.
Apparently there is a cut, someone told me, that you can buy if you so desire, that doesn't have that in it. And again, the rest of the movie is good, but that part I had to draw the line at. I think when you sort of know it's fictitious, you can sort of like deal with it. But when you know that you're watching an animal being killed in real life, I struggled. I couldn't watch it a second time.
I mean, they did eat the animals though, so I mean.
Yeah, I think they said that they would have done it anyway. You know, it's something that they were killing to eat, and it's real life, and the people would have been doing it. And it wasn't just done for the movie, but I'm a big animal lover, and I don't want to see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
I'm the same
with
way.
that. Yeah,
Right.
but
Yeah, I'm all good
I don't
with
like
seeing people getting decapitated, but animals, I'm like, nah.
Isn't that weird? So many people, it's like, yeah, I'll watch death all day long, but leave the dog alone.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't touch the fucking dog.
Right. Absolutely. We've got interaction started saying Mel Gibson, aka Pete, is here.
So what era Mel Gibson is it? Is it Braveheart or is it Die Hard? I'm thinking he's going with the long hair.
Did you say Die Hard?
That's
you mean Lethal Weapon.
Lethal Weapon. Sorry.
I know, I was just doing equations in my head then. Like, was he in Die Hard?
Lisa's had a few drinks. There were brains up the left a little bit. Yes, we meant Lethal Weapon.
Yeah.
Either way, it was pretty damn hot in both those movies.
Well, Pete, you look like Mel Gibson apparently. So
I'll take anything I can get.
I've got Josh here saying, have you heard that DiCaprio's girlfriend is age 19?
Yeah.
Oh, he likes them young, yeah. He likes them young. Well, once they get past 23, he dumps them and gets another 19-year-old.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah,
we were talking about that earlier, weren't we? It's like this. It's like I said at the time. The girl's getting the cash, and the guy's getting the really fit young woman. So they're both winning.
Yeah,
so what can you say?
Yeah.
Yeah. Attraction Star says, "What genres do you hate?" For him, it's superheroes.
I don't know if I hate any genre.
I don't
there's
think I
good
hate any
movies
genre.
there's good movies in every genre. At least every genre I can think of.
Oh, Pete's gone.
Well, the genre that I watch the least is westerns. Like I don't hate westerns. I just don't love them.
Yeah,
but there are a handful of westerns that I really do like Young Guns 1 and 2. I like to watch those. I like Unforgiven. My father put me onto like a lot of Clint Eastwood spaghetti westerns, so I'll watch some of those, like High Plains Drifter and stuff like that.
Have you seen Bone Tomahawk?
That's a great one.
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah.
Really
Rashad,
good.
you have to watch that. It's a Western cannibal horror film. It's awesome. Yeah.
Oh, a Western cannibal horror film.
Yes,
I don't like westerns either, but I really enjoy it.
I'm sold.
Yeah. Bone Tomahawk is cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I like westerns. I mean, the spaghetti westerns, the Sergio Leone films, and the Sergio Corbucci films. Those are, I like all of those. Django, like the original Django, and The Great Silence, Good, the Bad, the Ugly. Great stuff.
Mm.
And The Unforgiven, like the Clint Eastwood stuff he did in America. That's one of my favorite movies ever. That's amazing.
Yeah, Unforgiven was surprisingly good because I avoided that movie for years, and one day it happened to come on HBO when I had nothing else to do, and I sat and watched it, and I said, "Holy shit,
awesome.
this movie's actually pretty good." Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of that one. Yeah.
I think didn't Clint Eastwood direct that one as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, but he did it in the Italian style of like the anti-hero, like the anti-Western style, which is really cool. It's not the.
I think Clint Eastwood doesn't get enough credit as an actor because he's acting in a lot of stuff, but people forget he's directed some very good fucking movies.
Yeah, he's a great director. Yeah, Gran Torino is also like a fantastic movie that he did.
Yeah,
brilliant.
That's just going to be my life in the next 10 years. I'm going to be on my lawn. Get off my lawn.
You're going to be sat on a porch shouting at teenagers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And was High Plains Drifter, was that the first film that he directed, or?
Oh, I'm not sure.
I don't remember. I just remember my father showing me the movie and kind of creeping me out a little bit because he told me like he was a ghost, and I was like, wait a minute, he was a ghost the whole time? Spoiler. Sorry. If any of you plan to see High Plains Drifter, you didn't see that, just kind of spoil it.
That's just about it.
And what's the boxing one he did? That was really good too.
$1 Million Baby.
Yeah, Million Dollar Baby.
Yes.
Brilliant.
That movie was depressing, man. That movie, that shit broke my heart, bro.
It's great.
That was a hard one to watch. Like I think I only watched it like twice in its entirety, man. 'Cause it just hurt. You know, it was too disturbing to watch, man. Just to see what happened. You know,
Oh, that ending to that film,
Hi, Pete.
definitely. Hey, sorry about that. My parents come in here, started making loads and loads of noise.
No, I don't think I have. I think I like a movie in every genre, but there's a genre that is getting a bit too fatigued at the moment, and that is superhero movies. It's just like if it's not at the theaters, it's on Disney Plus, or there's a TV show, or it's on social media. It's just like superhero fatigue, man.
One every week, it feels like. It used to be an event when a superhero film came out. Now it's just like a common thing, like the news or something. It's so
one a month.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I'm alone for feeling this, but now with a lot of superhero stuff that's coming out, it's almost like I watch it out of obligation because I feel like I have to.
Yeah.
Not because I'm excited. Like, man, I can't wait to watch this new Ant-Man. It's like, okay, I gotta go see Ant-Man and the Wasp just because it's you know.
Yeah,
definitely.
I don't get excited like I used to. Like, but I tell you what, The Flash does have me excited, even though the controversy with Ezra Miller. You know, I feel bad about wanting to see it, but it looks so. You know, the trailer had me sold so much. I'm like, man, now I'm excited to watch this. But the Marvel stuff starting to like taste like stale gum at this point, man.
Yep.
Yeah, I checked out of those a while ago.
When Keaton
Although
said,
I'm getting more interested in what
I'm Batman, I jizzed everywhere. It was like
I was really hoping that I wouldn't go off this stream without Matt talking about that. I was hoping I was part of it. So let's hear that again. Oh, it cracks me up. What the new Flash trailer are you talking about?
Yeah, as soon as Keaton said I'm Batman, that's it. Yeah. I spaffed.
I got chills.
I haven't seen the trailer. I don't watch trailers, but the fact Michael Keaton is Batman will make me watch it. I try to say to myself, it's like the Jeepers Creepers thing with the director. I try to say, don't judge something on one person that's in it. You've got the whole other cast, you have the crew, you have everyone behind the scenes. Don't boycott something just because one person's in it that's done whatever, or I don't know if he has or not, but I'll definitely go see it because
the Jeepers Creepers guy definitely has.
Oh, I know he did. Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah. But
He went to prison.
They boycott it because of what the director of Jeepers Creepers did, and I think a lot of people are boycotting Aquaman too because what's her name? Isn't it?
Amber Heard. Yeah,
I'm not going because I thought the first one was crap, so I won't go see the second one. But Batman, definitely, I'm there. I'm there to see the Flash with Michael Keaton as Batman.
It's literally Spider-Man's answer to DC's answer to No Way Home. You know, they might as well bring Clooney back. The bat nipples in that. They might as well bring that back.
Well, I saw something in the trailer that could tease something else, if you know what I mean.
Tell us.
Matt
no,
knows, don't you?
No,
I ain't going to.
We've already had Scream spoiled for me tonight. Bastard.
Oh, no.
What? Oh, fuck. Sorry.
Yeah, you said you saw something on Twitter, didn't you?
Yeah, video.
Well, arseholes, really?
Wow. Well, you know, there needs to be like an unwritten rule where, you know, if somebody spoils something before it comes out, they should get their ass beat. You know, like that. There was an incident where my local theater is, where when Force Awakens came out, and it was like a couple of days before the movie came. No, not a couple of days, but I think it was opening night, and somebody walked out while there was a line of people waiting. Right, somebody walked out and revealed what happened at the end of Force Awakens, and they gave him the thrashing of a lifetime. And I just wish I could have been there. They beat his ass, you know. Yeah.
I know.
Hey,
So
Han
when
Solo.
I was in line. I was waiting to get my popcorn and soda from the theatre to see Titanic 4K 3D, and the cashier said, "Oh, it's sad that it sunk, didn't it?" And I was like, "It sunk." What?
Oh, Matt, you should have said, "I want a refund."
Yeah.
You
should have said, "Oh, I've waited 25 years to watch this movie." And
and it hasn't been spoiled once.
There's an apt comment on my screen right now about Titanic. It's
outside.
Jason. Yes, the portrait scene in Titanic was memorable as a 14-year-old boy. I bet it was.
Yeah,
Hey, I gotta check out for 1 second. I gotta walk my son to the car real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no worries, man. No worries. Well, we're getting up to like 10 o'clock. So first, very quickly, I just want to thank Lisa for being on since 8. Lisa, just before you do head out, I do want to just plug what you've got coming up.
Oh God, I don't know. Probably another something from my book of movie lists. I usually open it at random, so I don't know what it's going to be. So the ones I've done so far are movie characters I wish were friends and favorite romantic moments in movies, which is hard for me because I don't really watch romantic movies. So I'll have one of those coming out, and obviously every week I'll tell you what I've watched over the past week and what I've thought of it. At the minute, that's all I'm thinking about doing.
Nice. Yeah, please go over and subscribe to Lisa's channel, and she has just dropped a weekly watch video today as well, so you can check that out. But yeah, Lisa, thank you so much for joining the stream.
Thank you for having me, Mike. It's been awesome.
You're welcome. And
see you later,
See you
guys.
later, Lisa.
Bye.
Nice to finally speak to you. She's gone.
Yeah, and we've got
That's
our
all
final
good.
guest joining us at 10 o'clock, and that is Norin Radd. Hey, Norin.
Hey, what's up, fellas? How's it hanging?
What's up, bro?
Hey, good. Yeah, Norin, so we've got Rob and got Matt, and Rob's a massive horror fan as well, and of the older school as well. So I think you guys are going to get on well.
Sweet.
How you doing,
Yeah, I've
man?
had a fun time recently because I've been diving into like a lot of like crazy, dark exploitation horror, like Necromantic. That movie was pretty wild. I finally got a chance to see that.
The German one.
Yes, the Western. Yeah, I saw Necromantic 1 and 2 because they just released them on Shudder, so I got a chance to check it out.
Yeah, those were made as kind of protest films. The director wanted to challenge the like German like censorship problems. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I liked it because it was everything I expected it to be because I heard so much about it, and over the years I was like I built it up in my head of like what I wanted it to be, and it kind of met all those expectations, and I'm happy. Like I wouldn't say it's like a great film, but it definitely will stick with you.
Right.
Yeah. Well, as soon as I saw you watch it, Norin, I checked the synopsis and I was like, no.
Yeah, I don't think so. Some people can't stomach it and stuff. There's just certain parts I saw and I was like, I can't believe it was going on, and just the way it was executed, it kind of almost came off more comical than like horrific at points, and I was just like, okay, it was just the way it was executed.
Well, we've got just under this very quickly. 2 action stars just comment saying, "Necromantic, that's my jam." Fair enough. And he also says, "We've just about cleaned up after last night's antics."
Oh no!
I don't even think I want to know.
No.
People got a lot more comments as well, and I'm sure he's probably commented a lot here about him and his wife. So we'll see. Let's have a look. Yeah, we're massive behind in the comments. So yeah, apologies to anyone who's left a comment. We will get to them. But yeah, great to have you, Norin, and yeah, thanks for joining, man.
Thanks.
Hey, you're welcome, man. Let's have a look. Yeah, so we've got here. True Action Stars says, has Mr. Z Man calmed down last night after he laughed loads at Pete's stream? Yeah, I did. Yeah. Pete, are you recovered after your 8-hour stream last night?
Well, I went to bed at about 4:30, and I got up at 7, so I've only had about 3 hours sleep. I've had about 8 coffees today to keep me awake.
Well, I appreciate
I don't
the
actually
dedication,
feel
man.
that tired, to be fair, but I should think when I get to bed tonight, I'll probably will get to sleep, hopefully.
Yeah, I think you'll be out like a baby tonight.
Hopefully so.
Well, appreciate you joining, man. We've got the viewer Drew. He says, what movie performance by a music artist, rapper, or singer do you think is the best and worst? Good question.
That is a good question. I mean, Eminem is great, and 8 Mile. I was surprised by that. Elvis and King Creole is really good.
Yes, I agree. That's a really good film.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah.
I do like a lot of Elvis's acting roles.
Yeah, I like King Creole, and Jailhouse Rock, of course, is also a lot of fun.
A good one is Debbie Harry and Videodrome by David Cronenberg.
Oh, right. Yeah, that is a good one. Yeah.
Totally forgot about that, for real. That's one of those, that's a deep cut.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, what other musicians have done? Oh, wait, now. Vanilla Ice and Cool as Ice. We can't forget about that one.
No.
I've never heard of that movie, Rob.
It's terrible. Absolutely just awful. Yeah.
I don't know. I quite fancy Lady Gaga. So like, I think she deserved her. I think it was an Emmy she got for American Horror Story or whatever. That I think she was really good in that. And then even all the movies that she's been in so far, I think Lady Gaga does a really good job.
Yeah, she's good. I watched. Was it A Star Is Born? That was her too, wasn't it?
Yeah, her and Bradley Cooper. Yeah,
that was good. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with country singer Tim McGraw on The Blind Side. I thought that was an incredible movie.
I haven't seen it.
That's a good one.
Yeah, with Julia Roberts. Is it Julia Roberts? Yeah.
I know Sandra Bullock was the mother.
Bullock,
I think.
Yeah. Yeah, Sandra Bullock and Tim McGraw. Eminem is great in 8 Mile. You got Kid Rock in Joe Dirt. Yeah, I don't know, man. You just got I just.
Oh, how about the Ramones in Rock and Roll High School? That's pretty.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Matt, I was going to say I've never seen The Blind Side, but I've heard loads about that movie, though.
Oh, it's awesome.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
I have to check it out. But great question. We've got True Action Star says thoughts about the Little Mermaid trailer are horrific. I thought. I thought it was okay. Could be worse.
It's a live action thing.
Yeah.
I mean, has there been any good live action Disney reboots? They're all just garbage, aren't they?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I feel like they're more cash grabs at this point. Like just what they're trying to do.
The trailer is Jungle Book is good, Matt. I do agree there.
Yeah, I thought Jungle Book was alright.
Okay, I haven't seen that one.
Jungle Book, Rob, I would recommend that one. I'd say Jungle Book and Cruella are my favorite too.
Cruella's amazing.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay.
Yeah, I just think people like to hate on this Little Mermaid because she's a lady of color, and it's just like, get over yourself. Just like, you know,
kind of like when people lost their shit when in the Batman, Jim Gordon was played by a black actor. Like, Commissioner Gordon's not black. Who gives a shit, man? I mean, when I watched the movie, I didn't even think about that till somebody said it. I'm like, oh, I didn't even realize he was black because he was playing Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah,
he did a good job at it. You know,
we had the same shit here, dude, with our British actor Idris Elba. He was in the role to be Bond, and people were like, James Bond isn't black, and it's just like, really? Like, does it matter?
Oh, Idris Elba is one of the best actors in the country. He's so cool. He is.
Yeah,
I think he would actually be a better Bond villain, though. I would be more interested to see him as a villain because I think he would be a perfect one.
Yeah,
that'd be good.
I just want to say this real quick, man. I just came back from outside, and I don't know if any of you have kids or not, but my daughter just hurt my feelings, y'all. I walked my son to the car, and my daughter was in the car with her mom, and they laughed at me about what happened today. My own daughter, my flesh and blood. When I told her the story, I don't know. I guess the way I told the story was kind of funny, but the way when I told, she just started laughing at me. Like, especially the part when I said when I fell and I had the bags in my hand. I said, so now this customer's got knuckles all in his food, and she just thought that was the funniest shit.
They're probably like, is it going to be on America's Funniest Videos or something? Like, you know.
Oh, God. I'm pretty sure if I watch it back, I'll probably laugh at it myself because I did go down pretty hard, man.
How old are your kids?
God. Huh?
How old are your kids?
My daughter's 17. She'll be 18 in a couple of months, and my son is 7.
Oh, okay. That's similar to my family. My daughter is 15. My son is 11.
Now, does your son think he's the oldest? Because my 7-year-old thinks he's in charge of her, even though she's like so much bigger than him. But he feels like he thinks he's the big brother.
No, my boy's not like that. No.
Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure you can relate with, like, if you like slip and fall, if you like bam your toe, daddy just hit his toe. I'm like, you little shits.
Probably,
yeah. We've got Josh saying, saw an image of Flounder in the new Little Mermaid. It looks like he smoked about 10 spliffs with Snoop Dogg.
Oh, no.
Damn.
That's not good. Let's have a look. We've got View Drew saying Eminem's phones and emails was great. Yeah. Fair enough. Samlands Juby says Z-Talk. So, hey, Garrett, hope you're doing well.
I get it.
View Drew says some people would say Harry Styles' performance in Don't Worry Darling and Busta Rhymes in Halloween Resurrection were terrible.
Wow.
I still haven't seen it. I've got the steelbook.
Which one? Like, Don't Worry Darling?
Yeah.
It could have been better. But it could hear your thoughts, man, when you get it. Check it out, though.
Well, where did that Eminem comment come from? That was random. Eminem.
Well, someone asked about like musicians who turned actors who turned in some good performances.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
But I thought of another one, Mark Wahlberg. I mean, he started as a musician and he's done some great work. Yeah,
that's
true. Yeah, Boogie Nights.
Boogie Nights is cool.
The Departed, Four Brothers.
That's one of my favorite movies, The Departed. I also really like Three Kings. That's really great.
Three Kings.
Yeah.
Nobody's mentioned Will Smith neither. Will Smith is like legendary.
Yeah, he's garbage at both music and movies.
Will's been an actor longer than he's been a rapper, so people forget that he had a rap career in the late 80s, early 90s because he's acted more than he's rapped.
Yeah, I mean, I can quote Bad Boys 1 and 2 like throughout. Like, I can quote it. I love those movies, man.
I like
even
Bad Boys. That's true.
Who was it? Shaquille O'Neal. Shaq had an acting and a rapper career. He put out a rap album, and he was an actor as well. He did a movie called Steel, I think.
Yeah, I've heard of that film.
He put out 2 rap albums. He put out Shaq Fu The Return, and what was I forgot the first one. I remember he did 2 albums, and I bought both of them, and he had a Super Nintendo game, which I had.
Yes, he did. That game was awful.
Oh man.
Yeah, Shaq was everywhere back then.
Well, I tell you what, Rashad, I'll tell you one person who's kind of getting around in Hollywood at the moment, LeBron James.
Okay,
LeBron James.
So here's the thing. Okay, I'm not a LeBron hater. I don't, as a matter of fact, I don't like this whole GOAT talk about, yes, who's the GOAT, MJ or LeBron? Like, come on. LeBron is the man right now. Of this era, LeBron is the best. I don't think nobody would ever debate that. Now, greatest of all time, you can go all day about why one's better than the other. I'm not a hater. I'm somewhat of a fan. Stay the fuck away from movies. Stay away, especially the classics that I grew up with, namely Space Jam, which was fun because my son loved it. But House Party, in my 43 years on this earth, I've never walked out of a movie before. I walked out of House Party about maybe 30 minutes into the movie. I got up and left. I couldn't take it no more. I couldn't take it.
So House Party, like he did a remake of like the Kid and Play movie.
Yes, he did a remake / reboot. That it was Rob. It was terrible, bro. I walked out, man. I couldn't take it.
Oh yeah.
And now they're about to remake White Men Can't Jump. I think LeBron's behind that too. Why are you fucking with my childhood?
Yeah.
It was a classic.
Everybody loaded.
Yep.
Oh, that was weird.
That was fancy.
It shuffled.
Just had a big shuffle.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything either.
That was some Tetris shit right there.
yeah, Pete was saying he really enjoyed it. Can't wait for the next episode. Same here. Matt, have you seen it?
Yeah, because I can't wait for the next episode. I'm stoked.
Awesome, man. And Norin, have you been watching it?
I think an episode behind. I'm one episode behind, so I think I might wait for the next one and then just binge them both together. But yeah, it's proper creepy, and the acting is great. Like Pedro Pascal is fantastic.
Yeah.
He was recently on Saturday Night Live, and he just had me rolling, man. He's hilarious. He knows how to do like all kinds of acting.
Yeah, he's awesome. Awesome in it. That is Rashad. Rashad or Rob, have you guys been watching the Last of Us series?
No, I don't have whatever streaming platform that's on, but I've played the game and loved it, so I'm sure I'll watch the series maybe when it comes out on Blu-ray or whatever.
Yeah, I watched the first episode. That shit was intense. I gotta catch up those. I've been watching my other stuff, so I really haven't made time for that. But that first episode, that first episode was crazy.
Have any of you played the game? Does it follow the game storyline, or is it different?
It does follow the game storyline, but it does little bits different, shall I say?
Okay.
But it is faithful to it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, I love the game. It's great. Yeah.
Nice.
Well, we've got Tyler Babstein working from home today. Hello, all. So, hey, Tyler. Hope you're doing well. Josh is saying, I'm hoping Everything Everywhere All at Once wins Best Picture. One of the best movies of all time at this point, seen it so many times.
Of all time?
It's a bold statement, Josh.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that one. Yeah.
We've got some controversial comments coming up. This one's not controversial. First, you got True Action saying, brilliant new lineup. So thank you, man. Got Anthony Perez in the house. So, hey, Anthony.
Oh, hey.
Perez.
Hey. Thank you, brother. We've got True Action Stars saying, also it's Playtendo. The wife is very happy. Rashad, I think you and Perez are going to fall out because he says, why is Rocky one of the worst franchises of all time?
He's breaking balls. All right, Perez loved the Rocky movies. He just tries to fuck with me sometimes.
Yeah, those just dropped on Amazon Prime here in Europe, so I've been rewatching all of them the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, that's actually my favorite franchise. I love the Rocky movie, even 5, which people will take a shit on, but I love all of them.
Are you grabbing the 1 to 4 4K set at the end of the month?
What's that?
The 1 to 4 4K set. It comes out at the end of the month.
Hell yeah. Shit. I don't care what format they drop. I'm getting it. Shit. You talking about Rocky here.
Well, Rashad was just on a collaboration with Dave from Total Stars today. And Rashad, I saw the video and I said to Dave, I was like, can't wait to hear Rashad's thoughts on his favorite one, Rocky 5. 5
is actually not a bad. Listen, 5 is not a bad movie, but to Rocky standards, yes, it doesn't hold up with the other Rocky movies. But if you just watch it, kind of like on its own, kind of like a not a multiverse, but kind of like what's like when it's separated
fan fiction, like a fan fiction thing.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. It works more like that. 5 wasn't bad. Actually, 5 has some real quotable scenes. Get up, you son of a bitch, because Mickey loves you. Come on, man. Hey, yo,
Tommy. I don't know if I've seen that one. Does that one have the street fight in it at the end?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because Tommy knocks down Paulie, and he's like, hey, yo, you knocked him down. Why don't you try knocking me down now? You got only fights in the ring.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I haven't seen it in probably since it came out, but yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, it was all right. It was different. It was different from the other ones. The movie opens up, you see Sly's butt in the shower. I mean, come on, what better way to open up a Rocky movie than a shower Sly's ass?
And I've got to say, Rashad, you probably do the best Stallone impression I've ever heard.
Hey. I mean, I don't know if it's the best you ever heard, you know what I mean? But I just try to do what I can do, Oh, shit. Yeah, man.
We've got Trav saying Rashad, the G. And we've got Tyler saying Rashad, a lot of love. Pete, True Action Star says it's like Niagara Falls here right now.
Oh.
Pete was already up all night last night with Playtendo's guy's wife, so like, you know.
Yeah.
That's a serious
That's good to hear, True Action Star. We really needed to hear that.
He also, and we've got Harry. He says, "Is that True Action Star's wife bit on the side, Pete?"
Oh.
Oh. We've got Stephen saying, "Evening also." Hey, Stephen. I'll be well. I've got Jason. Jason says, "Do you have a go-to movie that you watch with your significant other?" Hey, good question.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw it over to Matt first.
Yeah. This one. And the Wolf of Wall Street and Margot Robbie scene. Yeah, me and Pam. Yeah.
Damn. Well, if I had a significant other, nah, because the last couple of women I dated, we had totally different. Like I like Star Wars and Rocky and stuff like that, and she liked Lifetime movies and Tubi and shit like that, so two totally different. We barely watch movies together when we were together, Yeah. She because it's funny because like I could put on something like Rocky or something like that and she'll fall asleep on it. But then those boring ass Lifetime movies, she would stay up and watch the whole thing and then will tell me the entire movie. Oh, let me tell you, that movie on Lifetime, it was so good. So the girl, right, she got pregnant by the guy, but who turned out to be her daddy, right? And I'm like, dude, how can you tell me this whole movie? And we just sat here and watched like Avatar, and you fell asleep on it. Jeez. Well, at least that's my experience. I don't know about y'all, but yeah, my ex old lady was in the Lifetime movies big time. Yeah.
No, I don't know. I think for me, like me and Emma, we tend to watch a lot of horror movies. So yeah, that's my answer.
That's the best.
Norin?
That's the best. Oh yeah, we basically we have very similar tastes. We watch a lot of same horror movies and stuff, but one of our favorite franchises to watch over and over is probably The Matrix. We actually really like all four of the films. We like the story with Neo and Trinity and what the Wachowskis kind of tried to recreate and redo with their films. So that's a franchise that me and my wife return to a lot.
So I just can't stop thinking of Nigel's comment last night.
Huh?
Well, what t-shirts that you got on, bro?
Oh, this is House of the Devil. This is a Ty West movie.
Oh, okay, I thought that was the Howling at first. I'm like, yo, you got a Howling t-shirt? I gotta get that.
Yeah, this is my favorite Ty West film, House of the Devil.
Nice.
Ooh,
okay.
Yeah, I was just saying what you were saying about the Matrix last night with Nigel and Pete's stream.
Yeah.
What was it? He said it's shite or something like that, wasn't it?
Oh man, Rob, what about you?
With my wife, she and I, we like a lot of the same stuff. She doesn't watch horror films or any of the crazy stuff that I watch, but she's a big fantasy fan, and so she loves the Lord of the Rings trilogy. She likes Harry Potter. She likes Star Wars, and I like all those movies a lot too. So we watch that kind of stuff. She will occasionally watch a superhero movie, but we've both kind of fallen out of love with those in recent years. But we did go and watch the new Black Panther together in the theater when that came out. But she doesn't watch a lot though. She's too busy. Yeah. Okay. But every Christmas break, we rotate which series we do. So last Christmas break with the kids, we watched all the Star Wars movies. Next year will be Lord of the Rings, and then after that we'll do like the Harry Potter, and we go through those three series like every third Christmas. Yeah.
Is your wife German?
Yeah, she's German. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, so did you meet her and then move over from America to be? Oh, awesome.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, moved over to make some German babies.
Danke schön.
Rob, I got a question for you. So when you show your kids Star Wars, right? Like there's a few ways you could watch it. So do you watch it 1 through 6, or do you do 4 through 6 and then 1, 2, 3, or machete style?
So as far as I'm concerned, there's only 4 Star Wars movies, and that's episodes 4, 5, 6, and Rogue One, and nothing else is worth watching.
Oh wow!
So we watched those 4.
So you didn't like Revenge of the Sith either? Because I thought Revenge of the Sith was like the best of the prequels.
It is the best of the prequels. It's okay, but the acting is so bad. The dialogue is so bad. I mean, I just like the music in those movies because the John Williams scores are amazing.
Right.
But I mean, it's just the music in like those movies that I like, and nothing else. Yeah.
Damn. Okay, that's the. I hope Rez is still watching.
Perez will tell you why the Phantom Menace should win Oscars. That's how he does it.
Whenever we do that Attack of the Clones, when we do that Attack of the Clones review, man, y'all gotta tune in because I know Perez is gonna make Attack of the Clones look like Citizen Kane. All right, that's how much he loves Star Wars, man.
Oh man, Perez would explain to you why Jar Jar Binks deserves an Oscar for best supporting actor.
Yes. Yeah. And he'll be so convincing where you'll be questioning like, damn, is he right? Well, what's the
So yeah, I've got to stop vaping this shit.
Oh man.
And well, last but not least, Pete, do you have an answer for this question?
Well, currently single, but with an ex, I remember used to watch films a lot, and all she ever did was just sit on her phone all the time and just read up the Wikipedia to see what happened. She said, well, I know what happens. I'll just go on my phone on Facebook or whatever. The only film that she'd like to watch is the fucking Twilight ones, repeat after repeat after repeat.
Oh, no.
And then after watching it, I'd get like chapter and verse of like what happens. I say, is Edward the werewolf or is he the vampire? I couldn't really give a shit.
Oh, Pete. I'm sure True Action Star's got a comment for this question.
I can imagine.
He says, how was Playtendo feeling after 8 hours stream last night?
God.
Well, I feel literally shagged out, to be fair. I'm absolutely knackered, but I'm all right.
I don't blame you, my friend. I've got T-shirts saying, hey guys, hope you're doing well. So, hey man, hope you're doing great.
Hey.
My boy.
He's got here. Jason says, is there a movie that you like to watch that your significant other refuses to watch or walks out of the room?
Paul.
That's a good question.
Yeah, like most.
Actually, you know what? I got a quick story about to answer that question. So, have y'all seen Fruitvale Station with Michael B. Jordan?
Mm-hmm.
And you've seen
heard of it, yeah.
Damn.
Yep.
All right. Well, okay. So I'm gonna try to say this without spoiling it. So, anyways, the young lady that I was with, she's very sensitive to movies where people get killed, or like something like Rosewood or something like that. She's sensitive to shit like that, right? So we're watching Fruitvale Station, and about halfway through the movie, she says, "Rashad, you know me. Is this movie gonna make me mad?" I'm like, no, it's not gonna make you mad. No, just keep watching because I really wanted her to see it. Because if I told her it was gonna piss her off, she was gonna walk out. So I'm like, no. I'm telling you, everything is gonna be fine. Rashad, let me know now, as I feel like something's about to happen. I said, no, we're good. So long story short, it gets to that part where something happens, and she's looking and she's like, no, what? And then she looks at me and I'm like, and so as she's looking at me, she takes the remote, turns the movie off. It's pitch black dark in the room. She says, "You told me I wasn't gonna get mad." I said, "Well, how am I supposed to know what you're gonna get mad at?" So she gets up and she actually walks out, leaves me in the dark, walks out of the room, up the stairs, and takes the remote and throws it at me. The fuck was that for? Because you lied. And yeah, she didn't speak to me for the rest of the night because that movie like got her that upset, So if you ever see Fruitvale Station, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Yeah. So so for a day I was single.
Wait, I think is that the one that with the shooting in like the subway?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, I have seen that. Yeah. Oh, that's really good. I haven't seen that since it came out. But yeah, that's a good
Oh
movie.
yeah, she was very upset. Like she before she didn't even finish the movie. It just after that happened, there was still like maybe 10 minutes left in the movie. She cut it off and just went right upstairs. Didn't say a word. Just hit me with the remote. Said I lied to her. Like I felt like I cheated on her. I'm like, well, damn. I feel like I did some infidelity type shit, and we just watched the movie.
Should damn near cut your dick off if she finds out you've been cheating. If that's how she acts.
Well, that's when you sleep on the couch. Shit. So
Wow. Hey man, that's a great story.
Oh yeah. That's. I think I still got the mark. I think I still got the mark on my head when she threw the remote at me.
Well, Rob, have you said? I think you got one as well.
There's all kinds of movies that my wife won't watch with me. So any of the violent stuff, she's out. Yeah. Most of the stuff that I watch, she doesn't want to watch.
Yeah.
I do occasionally get her to watch like some blaxploitation stuff. Like she really liked Coffee. I showed her that like a year ago or so. Yeah, so she was a big fan of that one. And I think maybe we watched like. No, I don't have that. I can't find that.
That's a hard one to find. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really hard to find. Yeah. But yeah, she doesn't like violent movies. She doesn't like horror films. She doesn't like films with too much gratuitous nudity. So yeah, I watch a lot of movies by myself.
The only way.
Yeah. Matt, do you have one?
Yeah. My ex didn't like to watch Girl on Girl with me. Anything to do with bondage? No, I'm joking. No, she didn't like Bad Boys, and I used to religiously watch Bad Boys. I still do. She didn't like Martin Lawrence, and I love Martin Lawrence. He's my guy. I don't know. So yeah, there was that. Anything to do with horror, blood, guts? Nah. So I used to watch a lot of movies alone. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with watching movies on my own. I'm at peace with that. So yeah.
So Terrifier 2 is out of the question.
I go to the movie theater on my own. I don't mind going on my own. I like it.
Same here.
But yeah, Terrifier 2 was awesome.
Yes.
It was too long though.
Yeah.
What is it, 2.5 hours? Like for a slasher film? That's crazy.
Yeah, it was a little long in the tooth, but I loved it though. Perfect date movie. Take your man to see Terrifier.
That bedroom scene was crazy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I think if they cut out the dream sequence, it would have been fine. Like
that dream sequence was long, wasn't it? It was about maybe
it was way too long, and it didn't really add anything to the story. And it was obvious it was a dream.
No, it just got that fucking song stuck in my head all day.
That should have hit the cutting room floor.
Yeah, I think that was like a 10 or 15 minute scene by itself.
Yeah, that should have been gone. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Norin, what about you?
No, my wife will pretty much watch anything that I watch. Like, I mean, there's films that she'll watch with me that she doesn't like. Of course, that she'll be like, oh, but she'll pretty much stick it out with me. Like even Martyrs, like we watched Martyrs together, and that's kind of a hard film to watch. Like I could understand, especially if you're a female.
The American or the French one?
No, the French version. I haven't seen the American one yet. I haven't seen that one yet. I've heard very bad things.
Yeah, I haven't seen the American one either.
Yeah.
And Pete, what about you?
Well, most of the films I've watched, she couldn't give a crap about, but one of them she absolutely hated was Alien. She just like, turn it off, don't like to see it. Go on. So she actually had to walk out the room.
Wow.
Yeah. Alien was intense. Alien was intense. So
it was
I guess I
intense,
can understand that.
That is one of the horror films that my wife actually liked, though. So I convinced her to watch that one, and she was into it.
Oh, that's good.
Good taste.
And she was into RoboCop, which I think just because it's so smart. Yeah.
Yeah, RoboCop is the one.
Yeah.
So much
RoboCop's the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
I like
good. I think-
Starship Troopers too. Starship Troopers is fantastic.
Also great.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
My buddy T Shizzle, the one that was just in the comments a few minutes ago, he went to the For Love of Horror, which is a convention in Manchester. No, Liverpool, sorry. And he met the actor that played RoboCop, and he got his brand new Arrow 4K signed by him, and it says
Nice.
"You're coming with me, dead or alive," and it had his signature, Peter Weller's signature on it. Oh my god, it's beautiful.
Oh,
that's
hell
amazing.
Yeah, I told Mike when he dies, I want that in his will for me.
I mean, well, shit. Since we're getting Michael Keaton back as Batman, can we ever get Peter Weller back as RoboCop?
Yeah.
Get Peter Weller back in the suit. Drop it. Dead or alive, you're coming with me. I would lose my shit if I ever saw that.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah.
I would glaze my phone like a Krispy Kreme.
I'm waiting for these comments, man. Well, this question probably interests Matt as well. I've got your action says, if you could be on a set of a film, what would it be? He says, for me, maybe the Jamie Lee Curtis dance scene in True Lies. And Lisa says, that scene with Jim.
Yeah.
But surely for Matt, it'd be Margot Robbie, Wolf of Wall Street, right?
Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
Cocaine and hookers, my friend. Cocaine and hookers.
I mean, I've been in some situations. I'm a photographer, so like I've got to be professional anyway. But like I've been in some situations before where it's just like, how stay professional. Like, it's like so that scene in The Wolf of Wall Street would have been really hard to stay professional. 100%. Like it's just because that's not a body double. That's real. That's like I read in an interview that Margot Robbie wanted it to be as real as it. It could be so, and it looks even better in 4K. So it's
nice.
It's worth what they were doing.
It's worth the $30 to get it on 4K just for that scene alone. Like
Wow.
Yeah, I want to see every pixel, in that scene.
What? No doubt.
Yeah.
I drink your bath water.
Yeah. If she was my daughter, I would still be bathing her. Do you know what I mean? Like,
oh wait, and the stuff, you know what the stuff they were saying to her, I like that had to be improv. It was like, yo, I would fuck her if she was my sister. Yo, I would let her give me AIDS. I'm like, dude, who says that? Who says shit?
Yeah. I liked it when he said I fucked her brains out for 11 seconds. Yeah.
Hey, it happens to the best of us, man. It happens to the best of us.
Brother.
Yeah. You guys say some stupid shit like, you want a cup of juice? Yeah. You have to kind of make up for what happened. You want a sandwich or something?
Yeah.
Try again in a few minutes.
And then she says, "You're gonna finish me off?" Nah, I'm alright.
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Well, Pete, what about you?
Probably Wild Things with Matt Dillon and Denise Richardson and what's her name from
Neve
Scream?
Campbell.
Neve Campbell. Yeah, that scene. Yeah, plenty of scenes in that one.
Norin, what about you?
If I had to pick like one of those movies back in the day that really like stuck out, definitely Showgirls. Any part of Showgirls, that movie with Elizabeth Berkley. Come on.
Yeah.
Shit. Well, I'll take it back to the 70s. If you ever heard of a movie called The Arena with Pam Grier, it was like a gladiator Roman time. I would have loved to have been on that set. Yes.
Or Coffee.
Pam Grier.
Or even in Coffee, there's lots
Coffee?
of great scenes. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think Pam Grier had more nude scenes in The Arena. I think.
Did she? Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
I want to be on set at that scene in Dusk Till Dawn. I want to know at what point Tarantino thought, do you know what? This would be really good if she just put her foot in my mouth. Like,
I'm sure that was in the script.
Yeah.
It's
It was integral to the plot.
We all know Tarantino and his foot fetish, but yeah.
Yeah, he has serious foot fetish. Yeah. Well, and dirty feet too. You notice, like, because a lot of times you see they have that black on the bottom of their feet. Like, he likes dirty feet for some reason.
Oh, it's evident in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It's evident.
Yeah,
he like puts her feet up on the windscreen, and it's it's so evident.
I mean, hey, look, whatever floats your boat, man. Whatever tickles your Twinkie. I guess that's what does it for him, man. You know?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. But we've got just kind of going with this question as well. We've got two actions. He says, "What actresses or actors were posters on your wall as a teenager?" For him, it was Debbie Harry and Kylie and Helen Mirren. Okay. The last one's a bit of an interesting one. Helen Mirren, but okay.
I would. They weren't actresses for say. Like, I was really big. I still am really big into wrestling, so I really like WWE.
Yeah.
So I had like Trish Stratus on my wall, Tori Wilson, Stacy Keibler, mixed in with some Max Power posters of Jordan, Kate Price, and just like I was like proper like female wrestlers back in the day was all over my wall. And I didn't need blue tack for it because obviously I just stuck it with my super glue.
Like that Spider-Man, where does that webbing come from? Where does it come from?
Oh man. Matt, I'm gonna say I agree with you though. Like for me, like was Lita from the wrestling as well. Lita and I had the name in my head. I completely forgotten.
Sable. You have one to Sable
there as well.
Sable, Sable, yeah.
Sable would be badass.
And today, the women now are just like, whew. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Pete, what about you?
I think the only one I did have was probably Sarah Michelle Gellar. I can't really think of anybody else that I should remember, but yeah, I think it was just her. She still looks very nice now, to be fair.
Good. Rob?
I don't think I had any actors or actresses as a teenager. It was all music stuff, a lot of punk bands, Sex Pistols and the Pixies, and who else was on my wall back then? I think I had some Nirvana posters. It was all music. No movies.
Yeah. Norin?
I had a lot of movie posters, but I was kind of the same as Matt, like tons of women wrestlers. I had one of Trish Stratus, and then I had one with Lita and
Trish
Matt
Stratus.
and Jeff, like when they were all mixed together as the Team Extreme. So I had like the Team Extreme one when they had the purple and the green and all the stuff. So
yeah, those were the days, man. They were good. They were good times.
Yeah.
Definitely agree.
Hey, did you have that one of Trish Stratus? Well, there was one with Trish Stratus where it was she was like in the pool and she was like doing this shit right here, and
yeah,
you know, I remember that picture vividly. I remember that vividly. I had mostly movie posters on my wall, so I had like Empire Strikes Back, and I had The Crow on my wall at one point. But now it wasn't posters, but it was like a page out of a magazine. So I would get the swimsuit edition of Sports Illustrated. So I had Tyra Banks. I was crushing on her like when I was a teenager in the 90s. Tyra Banks, Naomi Campbell, loved Vivica A. Fox. She was a fucking fox. And there's this one post with Janet Jackson, which I never owned it, but I always saw it in the music store. And it's the one where she has her arms up like this, and the guy's hands are covering up her personalities, and she's just like looking into the camera, all seductive. I used to love that poster, but I never owned it.
That was
I used to love going to the record store just to see that damn poster.
Yeah.
What's that?
That was a Rolling Stones cover, I think.
What?
It was a poster too. Like, they had a poster of that too. I'm like, damn. You know, I just always wanted to remove his hands and like, you know, but. But yeah, that was about it though. As far as
Well, we've gone from that to Mandalorian. Tyler says, are you guys ready for Mando season 3? Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Got us all hot and bothered. Now we got to talk about some damn Mandalorian.
I know, right?
Yeah, you guys looking forward to Mandalorian? I know Norin said he is.
Yeah, definitely. Can't wait.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Nope. I haven't seen any episode of Mandalorian.
Oh, you're in for a treat, brother.
Yeah,
No,
and if you like, you're Rob. If you like westerns, bro. If you like westerns, it's your show, man. I'm telling you, it's
the best thing Star Wars has done in years.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
I don't even have whatever streaming service that's on. Is that HBO or
Disney
Plus?
Disney Plus, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I don't have that.
Disney.
Yeah.
Oh.
Disney Plus, Rob. Yeah. We've got. Let's have a look. Got JOEsen One saying, "Thanks so much for having me on, Mike. Had a blast. What a great community part of. All very talented, extremely good people. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate you being on. We've got Josh saying, have any of you seen After Sun yet? I know Pete has. Can't wait to pick it up on Monday. It's my favorite film at this point. I've not seen it. Have any of you guys?
No.
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 I'm going to pick up the physical Monday.
Yeah, it comes out Monday, he's saying, right?
Yeah, Monday I'll pick up the physical. Yeah, I'll check it out.
It's a great film. It's a really good slow burner. You'll never listen to Under Pressure the same way again.
Okay.
Oh, snap. It's like one of the greatest songs of all time.
We got Jason says, at what point can we spoil Gladiator for Mike when he's like 90 years old? No, well, I am hoping at some point to watch it soon because I want to get Rashad and Rob on a live stream for Gladiator. So,
yes,
I'm hoping to watch it soon.
I have to take some notes so I can defend myself against you two.
well, to be fair, Rob, I haven't seen it, so I could hate the movie as well.
Oh, okay. Well, I know I'm in the minority. I mean, when this thing came out, I was working at a movie theater, and the way it worked is we would, you know, as a projectionist, and we had to put the movies together, and then we would watch them to make sure we put them together in the right order. And so for the bigger movies, our friends would come to these private screenings, and that's what we did with Gladiator. And I watched it, and I was convinced that everyone would hate it like me. We were all film buffs, university kids. And then we went outside to smoke some cigarettes and talk about the movie like normal. And I was like, man, that thing fucking sucked. And then everyone was like, what movie were you watching? So I know I'm in the minority because all of my friends liked it, and I was the only one who thought it was boring as hell. So I'm sure you'll like it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm interested. Go, Rashad.
Oh, no, I was gonna say I had that same experience with The Northman. Like, I walked out of The Northman like, this is like the worst piece of crap I've ever seen, and people love the movie, so I get it.
It happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
The only saving grace on that was Anya Taylor-Joy.
I second that one.
Yeah. She's a joy in that movie, for sure.
It certainly brings me a lot of joy.
Definitely knocking on that cabin, eh?
Yeah.
Well, speaking of kind of controversial opinions, Josh says, I don't like Titanic much. It was just so boring.
I feel you. I feel you, brother. That's like
cinematic masterpiece. I got it praised, man. That's how sad I am.
That would probably be like if I was to like rank James Cameron movies, that would probably be definitely towards the bottom for me because it's just not one I return to that much at all. Especially being his films. Like when I think of James Cameron films, I'm like, nah, Titanic. I can't with that one.
Wow.
Wait a minute, so you rather watch The Abyss over Titanic?
I'd probably rather watch Piranha 2 over Titanic, and James Cameron directed that too.
Wow. He didn't really direct that one though. Yeah.
He was like on it for like 2 weeks, and then they kicked him off the project. But he was supposedly that's like technically the first film he ever worked on, but he didn't finish it.
Damn.
Wow.
But you're talking to someone who watches, like, I've watched Friday the 13th Part 6 like 50 times, and I'll probably watch it 50 more times in my life before I die over Titanic.
The thing is, Titanic is so
that's my favorite Jason movie.
Yeah,
that is the best. Jason Lives.
Yeah.
It's like everything was just practically done. Like, you watch the special features on the Titanic Blu-ray. That sinking scene was just real. They built that ship. It was a
but
real
special
ship.
effects doesn't make a movie good.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like, James Cameron just built the real thing, and like I just think like the character. Yeah, it's like some of it's a bit cheesy at the beginning, and like like Billy Zane was a bit cheesy, but that sinking scene, man, just it haunts me every time, man. It just looks so good as well, and in 4K as well. It looks like a brand new movie. It looked like it came out today, and you can't say that about many movies that are 25 years old.
Yeah, I mean, technically,
the effects hold up.
Yeah, but I mean, the story is just so cheeseball, and like, there's so many cliches and tropes in that movie. Like, it drives me fucking crazy. Like, even when Jack and whatever her face is, like, have sex for the first time, like, he couldn't think of a better way to represent the female orgasm than having like a sweaty palm on a like car window, like on a fucking boat. He has them in a car on a boat. I mean, that is just like no effort trope filmmaking. It's trash.
You should see Rick and Morty did a version of that scene that was freaking hilarious. In Rick and Morty, oh dude, there was an episode where they tried to recreate that scene, and it was epic.
Wow. I think got the controversial opinions tonight. Not X-rated. I got Tim saying, "Hey, also, hey Tim, hope you're well."
Yeah.
He says, "Yes, the portrait scene Titanic was memorable for me as a 14-year-old boy." Yeah,
I bet so.
One of the highlights of the film.
It still is for me now at 32, to be fair. So,
guys, I've got to run because I've got a live stream to do at 11. So, but thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolute pleasure, Matt.
That's Matt.
I've really enjoyed being here with you guys.
And then the link, the description of Matt's Instagram handle as well is also in the description box as well. So please go follow him on Instagram.
I appreciate that, guys. I'll give you all guys to subscribe as well. So thank you all so much, and I'll see you guys real soon.
Take care, Matt.
Cheers, guys. All the best.
See you, Matt. Bye.
Right, and then we've got the wife will make PLAYTENDOGUY scream. Okay.
Okay. Dare to tell me the details how she's going to make me scream? Actually, don't.
You're like, no.
Question, would the whip be okay?
You're opening Pandora's box with that one, buddy.
Wait, would the whip be okay? Go on then, sign me up. All right, fair enough.
We've got Jason on a lighter note. Says, if the members of the YouTube social formed its own country, who would we vote as the president? I think it would probably be Mike. No, you don't want that.
What's the YouTube social? I don't know what that is.
I don't know if it's
I say Mike. I say Mike and Perez, president, vice president. You can flip flop between the both of them. But definitely, I say Mike and Perez for president.
Well, thanks, man. I would have voted Perez personally. I said I would have voted Perez. He's seen more movies than me, so that helps.
Yeah. Well, I think both of you seen all the newest stuff together. You just see a lot of. So when it comes to throwback movies, you ain't seen shit, But the new stuff, yeah, you're pretty much caught up.
Yeah. Very much. Got two action. Just very quickly, he says, "Give me an underrated British film." Ooh. Okay.
Ooh.
Peeping Tom. That's a good one.
Oh, nice.
It kind of ruined the career of the director. I think now people respect it, but at the time it was not well received. But it's fantastic.
I've never heard of that one, Rob.
It's 1960. It came out the same year as Hitchcock's Psycho, and it's also a slasher story. Yeah, but it's different in that it follows around the slasher, so you kind of get in the head of the killer.
It's kind of similar to Maniac.
Yeah, it's similar to Maniac, not nearly as sleazy as Maniac.
Yeah, not like that, but
yeah, but it is that sort of style. But it also, it has like a lot of the sort of slasher tropes of like the point of view shots, because he does a lot of looking through his camera and stuff. It's really great.
Oh, nice. Okay. It sounds interesting. Yeah, never heard of it.
It's cool. Yeah, it's like the British answer to Psycho. Well, even though they came out at like basically the same time.
Oh, cool.
Okay. Okay. I don't know. Have any of you guys got a recommendation for this one?
There's a film called Dream Demon. They call that like the British Nightmare on Elm Street. That's pretty good. It stars Timothy Spall from Auf Wiedersehen, Pet, but it follows like this woman who's getting married and she has second thoughts, and when she stays at this house, she gets like these really creepy dreams, and sometimes people actually enter the dreams and die in it. It's really good, and the practical effects in it are very good. And another one I can think of is one with Bob Hoskins called Mona Lisa. It's also got Michael Caine in. That's a great film.
Bob Hoskins is great. Yeah. Yeah, he's cool.
British film. Are the Guy Ritchie movies considered British films?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so would you say Snatch? Because I really enjoyed Snatch, but that's one that people really don't talk about.
Snatch
I've never seen it.
Never seen it.
Yeah,
I also like
Mike,
the one before that. The what's it? Lock, Stock, and Two
Lock,
Smoking
Stock, and
Barrels.
Two Smoking Barrels. Yeah, that was the first
that's
one.
good too.
Yeah.
Never seen it.
Haven't seen that one either.
It's really
Mike,
good. They're both really good. Yeah.
Mike, how the hell you from the UK? You ain't never seen Snatch, man.
I just haven't.
I mean, Guy Ritchie, he's British too, right? So like 28 Days Later. I mean, that would be
28 Days Later. Yeah.
I mean, that's not underrated. Everyone loves that movie.
I've seen that one. That's not too bad.
Yeah.
Well, even the last movie Guy Ritchie did that kind of went under the radar, because I think that came out right before COVID hit, was The Gentleman. That was really good. But once again, nobody talked about it.
I also like the one he did with Leo, The Beach. I mean, that was a cool movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think that also kind of flew under the radar.
Yeah, well, Mike, you need to catch up with your Guy Ritchie movies, man, because I think he's a very underrated director.
He's good, yeah.
I will say, Rashad, I've seen a couple of his latest movies. So I've seen The Gentleman.
Okay, you've seen The Gentleman, okay.
Didn't like it. I saw King Arthur.
That's a pile of wank. I hate that. Oh.
Yeah. So that was kind of enough to put me off watching his movies.
What?
I think Snatch you'll enjoy, because Brad Pitt talks with like this Rob, help me out. What is it like? Some kind of he's like some kind of boxing gypsy or whatever. Pikey, yeah. Brad Pitt talks Pikey. You don't understand what the hell he's saying, and it's hilarious. Yeah, he's like a bare knuckle gypsy boxer that knocks out guys like twice his size, and he talks Pikey.
Okay.
You have to get used to Jason Statham in it, though, because I know you don't like Jason Statham, and he's in that movie.
Oh, okay. Well,
it's one of his first roles, isn't it? I think.
Yeah.
Who else?
What's that?
Wasn't that one of Jason Statham's first roles in Lock, Stock?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the first thing I've seen him in. Yeah.
Yeah. Benicio del Toro's in it too, and he's got a great like minor character.
Really?
I like him.
Yep.
Surprised.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like him. Yeah. Not a fan of Jason Statham, no.
He's good.
Well, he plays. Yeah, he plays a big part in Snatch. So if you don't like Jason Statham, I don't know, you might not like it then.
But he doesn't do his typical action thing in Snatch, though. It's a more subdued performance. Yeah.
That's right. He doesn't. Yeah, he's he's a street hustler, and I don't think he has like one fighting scene.
No,
I don't think he fights. He doesn't fight at all in the movie. Yeah.
I might actually like the movie then.
Brad, and he doesn't take his shirt off either. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Brad Pitt has like all the fighting scenes, and then there's one fight scene. There's a bare knuckle boxing scene at the end with Brad Pitt and this big guy, and that's one of like the best fighting scenes you'll ever see, bro. Yeah.
Oh wow! I love it how me and Mike are both British. We've never seen it, and you American guys are telling us to watch it.
I know, right? I know. We've got I've got Jason saying, if the zombie apocalypse hit right now, and this was your group, so I'm assuming just us 5, what role do you think you would have to help the group survive? Good question.
I don't know.
How the hell do you come up with these questions, bro?
I might be the muscle. I'm a pretty big guy. You can't tell on the screen here. So, I'm sure I could swing like a sledgehammer really hard. I'm like 6'4", 260. Yeah.
Woo.
Wow. You and Rashad the muscle, I think.
You know what? I used to think I could be the muscle until today when I slipped and fell and threw my back out. That's when I realized I'm past my prime.
Well, while you two guys are being the muscle, I'll be in the corner watching movies I've never seen before.
Mike's still catching up.
Still ain't seen shit.
Oh man.
I think I'll be like in Shaun of the Dead. I'll be going through my collection of all the crap films I got and just throwing them at the zombies, hoping to do some damage. Twilight, oh fuck that, throw that.
Norin, what part are you going to play in the zombie apocalypse?
Oh, I'd probably be like the runner, like that guy that's like, oh, you can quick get in there and run across and grab the food and the weapons and then run back kind of without getting touched. Because I'm always like the first member of my family that gets picked for like when we do family soccer or like basketball or football. I'm usually like the first one just because I'm the fastest.
That's good. That's a good question, Jason. Thanks for that. That's awesome. We've got Josh saying, bro, Lamb was whack, but I kind of like it. It's a complex tale, but the metaphor that wasn't told very well.
Yeah.
Okay. He's like, Lamb is an allegory for Mother Nature and Mother's protection, but doesn't put across very well.
Nah, what's the word for that? Pretentious. It was very pretentious. Where it was trying to be more intelligent than what it was. Like, bro, it's like stop trying to be deep. You're just a bad movie, okay? That's it, and that's all.
But the lamb itself was kind of strangely cute for some reason. I watched it with my mother, and she was like, "Oh, isn't that cute?" I was like, "Yeah, I suppose so."
It was disturbing. It was a lamb. It was a baby lamb's head on a baby's body, and it just even the way it was shot, it was just there's something real disturbing about it. Like, why does this shit feel weird?
The real creepy thing about it is one hand it had a human hand, and the other hand was a hoof.
Oh, a hoof. Yeah.
No, I think I'll skip that one.
Very bizarre. Yeah, very bizarre.
I think I'll skip it. I got Ryan. So this I think was before when Lisa was on because he says, "Hello, gent and lady." So hey, Ryan. He says, "Is there any movie you've rewarded?" I'm assuming rewatched. Sorry, recently that you either enjoyed more the second time round or enjoyed less on a rewatch. Okay, good question.
Yes, damn, and I forgot it already. What the hell did I just watch? Where I was like, damn, that's better than I remember it being the first time I watched it. Shit, it slips. Okay, y'all answer. That slips my mind now. See, that's an old age kicking in.
I got one. I can go.
Going on.
The Sacrament, and that's a Ty West film. It's a found footage film, and it's about I forget the man's name, but he had like a cult, and I think it was in Texas or something, and he had a bunch of people that followed him, and it's kind of about that and a documentary crew that follows them. And the first time I watched it, I think I was just in the wrong headspace. I was too tired too, and I just wasn't feeling it. And then the second time I watched it, I was like, well, this is pretty dope. And for being found footage, which is a subgenre that I don't typically gravitate towards, I thought it was really good.
Is it about the Branch Davidians? Is that the story?
I believe so, yeah. And it was because it's all about one of the documentary guy's sisters as part of the cult or whatever, and they stay there, and they built this whole civilization there and stuff. And yeah, he kind of teaches his own religion kind of word and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when that happened in real life because I'm old, like Rashad. Yeah, so we were there.
Oh, it came back to me. I got it now. All right. The Amazing Spider-Man. So my son, he's like obsessed with Spider-Man. So he had me show him every single Spider-Man movie besides the one in the 70s that came out. And by the time we got to the Andrew Garfield stuff, I'm like, man, this shit's gonna be boring. And I watched the Amazing Spider-Man, the first one with Andrew Garfield. I said, this shit's actually pretty good. Like I was enjoying it. I said, damn, this is not as, because I guess at the time when it came out, you know, it was competing against the Avengers and the Dark Knight Rises, which are both epic films, and the Amazing Spider-Man fell right in the middle of those two. So that's why at the time it was very forgettable. But when I watched it on its own on my wall with the projector, I was like, damn, I'm really enjoying this. So yeah, to answer the question, yeah, the first Amazing Spider-Man. And now I want to see another one with Garfield.
I like Garfield. He's cool.
Yeah, he's very underrated.
Yeah. I just watched one with him recently where it's a true story of the guy that wrote Rent. It's yeah, that was good. What was that?
Oh, Tick Tick Boom.
Evan Hansen.
Tick
Tick Boom. Tick Tick Boom. Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. He was fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I collabed with Dave from Interpreting the Stars. We reviewed that one together, and yeah, I was surprised
that's
by
why
how much
I watched it. Is because I watched your video. Yeah.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, to be fair, Rashad, I still want to watch that Tick Tick Boom because of yours and Dave's collab as well. So yeah, especially if Rob enjoyed it, I'm gonna have to check it out.
Oh yeah, no,
I
highly
like
recommend
musicals.
it, bro.
Pete, do you have one?
Controversially, I watched The Dark Knight last summer, and yeah, I just can't get into that one anymore. I do think that film is a little bit overrated. I'm not a fan of The Dark Knight Rises. Dark Knight I do like, but it's not as good as Batman Begins, in my opinion.
I agree. I always like the starting off the superhero sort of life. Those are the stories I think are most interesting.
I definitely agree about Batman Begins. My favorite, Pete. Definitely agree. I can get like I guess I get what you mean by being like overrated a little bit with The Dark Knight. I still think it's truly phenomenal, but like
it's still a great film, and Heath Ledger does an incredible job there. But for me, I do think it's just a tad little bit overrated, but I still enjoy the film. The Dark Knight Rises, can't get on with that one at all. It's the Bane
I don't
voice.
like that one at all. It takes place during the daytime, and it's a Batman movie.
Yeah.
What the hell were they thinking?
Yeah, it's the thing with Bane is you see this big hulking guy, you think, oh, he's going to be menacing, and he goes, yes, Batman, and it's just, oh, I'm out.
Oh, that was a good Bane impression, man. I like that.
That's good. Oh man.
You know what? Dark Knight Rises. Okay, Dark Knight Rises worked for me until it was revealed that Bane wasn't the main villain. You know what I'm saying? When that happened and he was reduced to a henchman and it was Talia al Ghul the whole time, I said, well, okay, so the whole movie I'm thinking this guy's the main dude, and yeah, he was a little bitch at the end. That's the one reason I didn't, Dark Knight Rises wasn't my favorite one. Yeah.
Get you. For this answer, I'm gonna have to come back because I can't think of movies I've rewatched recently. Where I thought it was better. I mean, the movie I've rewatched literally recently was Toy Story, the original one. I've always loved that movie, but I guess on like a rewatch the other night, I gave it like 5 stars. So I like really forgot how funny it was. But that's not really a proper answer. But I'll come back. But thanks for the question,
Mike,
Ryan.
I thought you liked the Lost Boys better the second time around, unless you were fucking with me.
No, I liked it a little bit more the second time, but not massively more. Nah. Rashad, I'd rather watch Fright Night any day of the week than Lost Boys.
All right, we're not gonna go there. We're not gonna go there.
I showed Fright Night to my kids a couple of weeks ago.
What do you think?
Nice.
Yeah, they liked it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Your kids got good taste, Rob.
I love Fright Night. Yeah, listen, I know I love Fright Night, but I like the Lost Boys better. But now Fright Night's classic. I love that shit.
I still haven't seen it. It's like one of the most heavily requested films I watch. I do have it. I've had it since the summer, but it still sits there sealed on the shelf.
Oh, Pete, you got to check it out, man.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's better than Lost Boys, so you're in for a treat.
Oh boy.
I think I like it more than Lost Boys now, but not when they first came out. Like when Lost Boys first came out, that was like my favorite movie. Yeah, but now that I'm older and then can watch them with a little bit of detachment, I do slightly prefer Fright Night. But Lost Boys is awesome. It's great.
I'll say this, man. No, I'll say that the one thing I will put, the only reason why I'll put Lost Boys over Fright Night any day, even though I love Fright Night, is the protagonist. Now, Mike, I know you don't like Corey Haim. Whatever. But he is nowhere near as annoying as Charlie Brewster.
Brewster.
No.
You're so cool, Brewster.
I can't agree.
I hated Charlie.
He's all I
I hated Charlie because Charlie never minded his own business. Let me tell you something. Dandridge what's his name? The vampire.
Dandridge.
Jerry. Jerry wasn't bothering nobody. Jerry was just doing his own thing.
He wasn't bothering nobody. He killed like a bunch of hookers. That's bothering.
Yeah, like
killing hookers is bothering.
You know what? Morally, yes, you are right. But I mean, just the kind of person I am. If I'm next door to a vampire, and even if I did see some shit, I'm like, all right, man. Look, as long as you don't come over here, man, we cool. But he kept pushing him in and pushing him until Jerry had enough, and now Charlie wants to play the victim. Okay, he was like the first Karen. He was. That's why I can never put Fright Night over Lost Boys because of Charlie Brewster.
That's true. I mean, at one point, Charlie's girlfriend is like on the bed, and she's like, "Come here," and he's like, "No, I want to watch this guy across the hall." So, okay, I get it.
That part I'll agree with on Fright Night. That one part only, I'll agree with.
That one part.
Oh shit, man.
We've got two action stars. Says, I saw Pete was on about M&S fudge bars last night. Where do you get them from? It's not
M&S.
I just bought there. I was like, what? Oh, okay. I've got two action stars. It says, favorite song by Alphaville.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is.
Me neither.
I know the movie Alphaville. That's a good movie.
They're a band, didn't they, from the 80s? I can't remember what they sung though.
Got no idea.
But hey guys, I gotta get ready to get out of here because I gotta go to work. So I gotta step out, unfortunately. But Mike, I got something for you real quick, man. I saw you posted a video for a review for a movie called What's Love Got to Do with It? And when I saw that, I said, wait a minute, I don't see Angela Bassett, I don't see Lawrence Fishburne. What the fuck? What movie is he talking about here? So I'm hosting a live stream in about a couple of weeks. I got Blacktastic on there and I got Lovely on there. And I would like you to be on there since you haven't seen the movie. Because we've all seen it, so we're all kind of biased, but I invite you to watch the real What's Love Got to Do with It. All right.
Yeah, man.
Before Angela Bassett takes home her Oscar, I want you to see the movie she should have won for.
Oh, that's a fantastic film. What's Love Got to Do about it? I agree there.
Count me in, because that movie I saw the other night with the title, after I watched the movie, I was like, why is it called What's Love Got to Do with It? And I found out there was that movie you mentioned with Angela Bassett. So count me in.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because I predict she's gonna take home the Oscar. So before she takes home the Oscar, I want to talk about the movie that she should have won for, that her and Lawrence Fishburne got cheated, because I feel both of them should have won that year. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So on that note, okay. So on that note, man, let me get on out of here so I can get to work and make an honest living. You see that this is sell drugs, and I don't know how to sell drugs.
Right. Well, pleasure having you, Rashad, and thanks for joining, man.
Yes, sir.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya. We've got comments crashed. Oh, there we go. I've got Scott saying, "Hey everyone." So hey Scott, he says, "Everyone, my favorite question is, what are your controversial opinions on the Halloween films?"
My controversial opinion is there's only two good ones, which is the first one and the second one.
Ooh.
Okay.
I don't know. Mine is probably...
and I like Rob Zombie's Halloween. There's three. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. I've only ever seen the original Halloween, the two Rob Zombies, and then the David Gordon Green ones. That's the only ones I've ever seen.
The three.
So I don't know if that's controversial as it is. I don't know. Norin, what about you? I know you're a huge Halloween fan.
Oh yeah, I would say because this one's my third favorite. I freaking love Halloween 5. So I adore this film, and I know Dominique Othean-Girard changed like so much stuff, and that's probably why it's a controversial opinion, is because they changed the Myers house in here. There's a lot of lore stuff they changed, even the design of Myers and stuff. But I love this film.
Awesome. Pete?
For me, I'm going to say Halloween 2018. I think it's an absolutely fantastic film. And at a time, I kind of preferred it to the original at a time. But I do now believe that the first one is the best. It's a classic. But that 2018 one, I really do enjoy that one.
Yeah, I like that movie as well, Pete. I wish you kind of just stuck to the one movie, really.
Yeah, they should have done it. Just went downhill from then.
Yeah.
Yeah, the soundtrack on that one is fantastic for Halloween 2018. John and Cody really knocked that out of the park.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. I've got Scott saying, anyone here has seen the upcoming 5 editions of the set of the Superman films?
Yeah.
Yes. Steelbooks, I believe,
nice.
Right? Yeah, looked pretty nice, to be fair. I've got Lisa saying, nice to speak to you guys. So yeah, nice to speak to you too, Lisa. Thank you for joining.
Bye.
Let's have a look. Josh says, got a few purchases coming up. After Sun and Blu-ray, new Boy Genius record, Holly Hub's done record, and a few more. What are you guys picking up next? Okay. Rob?
I don't have any plans. So every couple of weeks, there's where I live here in Dortmund, Germany, there's this big media store that has like used DVDs and Blu-rays and CDs, and we just go there every couple of weeks and see what they have, because they sell stuff for like 3 or 4 euros normally. So we just go and dig through like the horror boxes and see what's there. So I don't have any plans. It's always a surprise.
Yeah. That sounds awesome.
It's really cool, yeah. And then, it's so cheap. I mean, I just pick stuff based on the cover, and then if it's good, cool, and if not, it was only 3 euros. It would have cost me more than that to rent it on iTunes anyway. So, yeah, I can just sell it on eBay later. Yeah.
Right, that's true. Yeah, and I bet you found some like really good finds in there as well.
Yeah, occasionally you get some like cool gems. You're like, oh wow, this is like totally rules, and I never even heard of it. So it's a lot of fun. It reminds me of the old days of being a kid, like in the 80s, and going to the video store and just picking stuff because of the box art, you know?
Yeah. Right. Especially when you don't have a clue about the movie, as you say. Just taking a total gamble on it.
Yeah, just a cool title, cool poster. Let's check it out.
Right. That sounds awesome. Norin, what are you picking up next?
Well, recently, the most recent thing that I picked up, I'm waiting for it to come here. I got through the full moon sale. I picked up all the 12 Puppet Master films on Blu-ray. I didn't get the big trunk one because that one it looks really nice, but I didn't get the Toulon trunk, but I got the smaller like version of the set. So I'm probably going to go on a full moon hunt. I'm trying to find more Charlie Band stuff.
Nice. I didn't know there's.
There's some great stuff in the Full Moon catalog.
Yeah. It's like that good era of like 90s horror. I think you'd like it, Mike, because it's that good era of like 90s horror when, slashers were kind of dead, but then they had like these really good straight to video, horror films in the 90s that are really awesome.
Wow. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to check some out. Yeah, Norin, send us some recommendations because obviously the other day I saw your review for Mayhem, and that's when me and my partner watched that movie.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Yeah, there is some recommendations. Pete, what are you picking up next?
Oh, I don't know yet. They recently released an Arrow release of The Last Emperor. It's come out in a really nice set, so I might try and pick that one up. But on Monday, there's a Eureka release of a Michelle Yeoh action film from the 80s called Magnificent Warriors, so I might get that. But I've noticed that HMV has got Thor Love and Thunder reduced, so probably it's the time to bring it in the house, even though I'm probably never going to watch it.
Oh, Pete. I thought you weren't going to do it.
I don't plan on watching it again. It's just to complete the Marvel stuff. I'm just like, yeah, you're not going to watch it. You're probably not going to pick up, but you'll see in the next pickup video if I do, and I'll probably sit there with the blooming 4K saying, oh yeah, I bought the 4K.
Fair enough. I think for myself, I'm going to try and get the Captain America First Avenger 4K Steelbook if I can. Or I'm still waiting for Top Gun Maverick to go down in price a little bit. Really want to revisit that movie. Not sure besides that though. But great question, Josh. Lisa's been saying about Early Star Wars, one of my favorite movies of that year.
Fantastic film.
And she said she would love to see Idris Elba as Bond. Would actually prompt me to watch a Bond movie. Yeah, I think it'd be good. I got Gareth saying, yo guys. So, hey Gareth, hope you're well.
Hey, Gareth.
Let's have a look. Just to let you guys know who's watching live right now, after these last comments catching up on, I'm probably all going to be wrapping it up the stream. So let's just have a look. Lisa says, any movies you wouldn't want to watch with your significant others or parents? Well, definitely not any naked scenes with my parents. I'll say that.
Yeah.
I would watch naked scene with your parents. That would be okay.
Yeah, you can.
My mom's cool, so I've showed her movies that had plenty of nudity in them before, and she likes it just fine. So it's fine.
Yeah, I think just as I've gotten older, I'm like, no. But fair play, man. Norin?
Oh, I'm pretty much the same way as like Rob was saying. My mom was the first one that showed me Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2 when I was little. So yeah, pretty much any horror movie or any kind of progressive thing, I'll watch with my mom, even if it's got the craziest nudity or craziest kills in it.
Oh, awesome, man. Pete?
Pretty much any violent film we can watch, but anything with nudity, like sex and that, no. Stuff like Boogie Nights, fucking what is it now? Eyes Wide Shut, Wild Things. No, I'll watch them on my own.
Don't blame you. Thanks for the question, Lisa. Josh says, how can we forget about LeBron's transformation work in Space Jam 2?
Oh my God.
Lego says, anyone looking forward to here to watch a Mando? Yeah, we were talking about that before, Lego. I think we're pretty hyped for that. Rob hasn't seen it yet. Let's have a look. She's got a couple of comments between some people there. Lisa says, you got some really great guests on tonight, really diverse, really enjoyed watching. Well, thank you, Lisa, and thank you for being
really
part
diverse. I think we're all white guys, aren't we? I don't know if that counts as diversity.
Probably diversity of opinion.
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, of course. Yes.
Yeah. Lisa says Rashad needs to shout Adrian. If he was still here, I would have. She says, me and my other half share a very similar sense of humour, so we like the same comedies. See No Evil, Hear No Evil, Borat, Bottom, Black Adam. Oh, and then he says, "We like necromantic doors together."
Oh no. That's true. That's a good Valentine's Day film, man. That's love, man. It stretches
was
no
it last
all
night?
bounds.
Oh, it was last night. He said he had the handcuffs mark still from Valentine's night on his wrist.
I'm sorry to bring you into this, Rob.
It's totally fine.
Lisa says, "Has anyone seen Infinity Pool? I watched it last night. There's a particular scene where you have no idea what you're looking at until another boob appears. It's another boob." Norin, you've seen it, right?
Yeah, I did a review on that one. It's definitely got some very heavy photosensitive scenes. Like if you're like, heavy into like if epilepsy is your problem, you definitely those scenes because of the way Brendan Cronenberg shot it and stuff.
Right.
But I quite enjoyed it. It wasn't his best film. It was his most ambitious film, but I don't think it was his best film.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of things about this Infinity Pool, to be honest, and I've been really intrigued to see it. I'm not sure when we get in the UK though. I think it's soon. Rob, have you seen it?
No, I don't think it's out here either. But I do like movies that have scenes with another boob, so it could be my
Goffin, so I'm sold straight away. But the photosensitivity, I'm a bit fussy with that. Sometimes it can be really bad, and I'm just having to go like that. So how frequent is it in the film?
There's two really big scenes where it happens, kind of where he kind of like I want to say like a drug trip, kind of like an LSD type trip scenes. And then in the very beginning of the movie, there's a floating camera shot that just has no sense of up, down, right, or left. The camera just floats with like no direction. So like that scene, my wife actually kind of had to look away because it was kind of bothering her for a bit.
All right, thanks for telling me. Because I know the director Gaspar Noé, some of his films are very photosensitive like that. It's like flashing all the time.
Yeah, I've heard. Thanks for the question, Lisa. She says, "Martyrs is incredible. You'll know where you are in my stream with the comments." Okay, I haven't seen it. Bit behind, yeah, but she also says Star Trek Troopers is a lot of fun. Let's have a look. She would say, "I can't believe I've such a stream before I could pick a pervy movie to be a part of a scene." Actors who are posters on my wall is mostly rock musicians, but Tom Cruise is probably the only actor. That's fair. She says, "Same Rob, mostly music stuff on my wall too." She said, Janet Jackson being on this to cover Rolling Stones. Yeah, absolutely. Josh saying, "I'm not fussed about Mando. It should have ended after the last season." Yeah, we'll see. We've got Lisa saying, "Favorite actor or actress of all time for me, Anthony Hopkins or Jack Nicholson, and Kathy Bates or Jodie Foster." Oh, okay.
All really solid picks.
Yeah, really solid picks, especially Jack Nicholson. Yeah, I really wish he would do another movie.
How old is he now? He's got to be getting up there.
80 odd, I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know who my favorite actor is. I have no idea. There's so many. It's hard.
It's kind of like a toss-up.
I think it depends because you've got like the old school, then you've got kind of like new school kind of actors as well.
It's hard to pick just one because there's so many good ones, and I'd probably say for actor for me, probably Clint Eastwood. I've seen most of his films, and I think he's.
I was thinking the same thing. Like he's got like a huge library of awesome movies. He might be mine too.
Yeah. Good pick. I would say for me, if I had to think about probably because I've seen a lot of the movies, and it's like I haven't seen a lot of older movies like you guys have. Like Michael J. Fox, you guys probably know that already. But like new school, probably Andrew Garfield for me.
He's great. Yeah.
And then actresses, new school Emma Stone for me personally. Old school, I'm not sure.
Well, there's so many. Sigourney Weaver is fantastic.
I was thinking her, yeah. Very good.
Meryl Streep, of course, is wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Jamie Lee Curtis is great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pam Grier. I love Pam Grier. I mean, she's not a great actress, but she's awesome.
Right. Yeah. I think it's tough, really, but great question, Lisa. She says, Northman was awesome, all those long-haired, sweaty men. And she's had way too much to drink. Well, Lisa, thank you so much for honestly being a part. She said, underrated British film, Shallow Grave.
Oh, that's really good. Yeah.
Christopher Eccleston's in that one.
Yeah. And there's an American film also called Shallow Grave, which is also very underrated because nobody has seen it, and it is fantastic.
No, I really didn't know there was an American one.
Yeah, it's not a remake or anything. It's a totally different story, but it's really great. It's like a Xploitation kind of, spring break gone wrong kind of movie, and it's really good.
Oh, look out for that.
I'm going to check that one out, Rob. That sounds good.
It's really cool. Yeah. It's really like, it's nasty. Like, it's not gory or anything, but like, you're like, oh my God, this movie is like not pulling any punches.
When did that come out then?
Oh, that would have been maybe like 86, maybe. Oh. I'm not sure. I would have to look it up.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah,
but it's good. Like, it starts out like it's like some college kids going on spring break, and it starts off as like this sort of, spring break road trip kind of movie, and they have some car trouble in a small town, and they see a murder, and it turns out that the murderer is the sheriff of that town, and things go very bad very quickly. It's really cool. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Rob, you've sold me on the movie. I'm going to check it out, and then I'm going to email you what my thoughts are.
do that.
We've got Dr. Impossible Counterbunch. He says, Titanic feels like a movie for a less disconcerting audience that doesn't care about weak dialogue, unconvincing relationship cliches. If you like the soft sell, then by all means.
I'm with you, Dr. Impossible.
Dr. Impossible says, Exploitation Reviews and knows his soul. A great YouTube channel, by the way.
Thank you.
Go over and subscribe to him if you haven't already, Dr. Impossible. Got Our Busy Aussie saying, hey guys, so hey, how you doing?
Hey.
Jason says, me and Norin have talked about what we were doing in Zombie Apocalypse. All I could do is I'm good at making friends, and I would prefer people that have the firepower. But he says, I would probably be the guy who baits the zombies to follow me while everyone gets away. He said, True Action says, my wife would try to attract the zombies, I think.
Oh, no.
Our Busy Aussie says, have you ever fallen asleep watching a movie? And if so, what was it?
Ooh.
Yeah.
All the time.
It's easy to, especially if you're tired, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I just watch the end of it the next morning after I wake up and drink some coffee.
Yeah. I would say for me, like most, like if we're talking about recent ones, for me it was a movie called See How They Run.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt as I was gone for at least 10-15 minutes in that movie. It was a beautiful little nap, by the way. Yeah, wasn't a fan of that movie. What have you guys fallen asleep recently to?
Most of the stuff that's on like normal TV, like when it gets to the adverts, I'll have a 5-minute nap, and I'm just like, oh, the film ended 3 hours ago.
Yeah, it happens quite often that I just get too tired to finish the movie, and I just turn it off and go to bed, and then the next day I just, at lunch or something, I'll watch the last 20 minutes or whatever I missed. So that's pretty regular. Yeah.
Well, as you said, though, if you catch up with him in the morning as well, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
Norin, have you fell asleep to any movies recently?
Probably, yeah. This one recently, it was a Vinegar Syndrome title I picked up called Thriller: A Cruel Picture,
Ooh,
and it's
that's so boring.
it's like it takes a really long time to take off, and like the premise is really cool. It's like a long, drawn out version of like Kill Bill, but more extreme, like more intense. You know what I mean? And like, but it's just like I think graphic for graphic's sake. But yeah, as Rob was saying, like it kind of put me to sleep, and then the next morning I watched like the last 10-15 minutes.
Yeah, the action sequences in there are all in like super slow-mo. So like her punching a police officer takes like 3 minutes. It's torturous to get through.
Yeah, the shotgun shots, it's like
yeah.
It's like that slow where you hear it like go
really slow. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It's got like a cool visual style. And then Christina Lindbergh, that's the actress, main character. She's cool. But yeah, it's just so slow. it's so slow.
That's a shame because it sounds like a pretty cool concept. What you guys were saying.
It's a cool concept, but there are lots of grindhouse films from that time that have the same concept that are just better. So
right, get you. Lisa says, "I fell asleep watching the most recent Matrix movie in the cinema."
Oh no.
Let's have a look. Treasure says, "Thoughts on hologram concerts like what they did with ABBA?"
Sounds cool. A friend of mine went to the ABBA thing a couple of months ago. Loved it. Said it was fun. Yeah, why not? Sounds cool. I would like to see the Beatles. I would go to a Beatles hologram concert.
Rob, if they did a hologram Beatles concert, it'd be sold out every night.
I know. Yes. Yeah. It would be fantastic, though. Yeah.
I mean, it's a unique concept, and if they can pull it off right, as you said, like your friend went to see the ABBA one, then why not? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it depends. I think you can only kind of critique it once you've seen one. I mean, like, it was good or no, it was terrible, I guess.
Well, from the ABBA one, they seem to like the whole band actually worked on it, and it seemed to be like a labour of love, more of a celebration of the band. I know that they've done like loads of different ones all over the world of different artists. I know there's even like a Buddy Holly one, and apparently the hologram of Buddy Holly isn't good at all. And a lot of people even requested refunds. It was that bad.
Oh wow! Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the ABBA one, I think they like built that place especially for that show, right?
Yeah.
So that
it was years in development. A lot of money went into it, and they properly planned it. So that's fair play to them.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's different. Traction Star says, "What's your favorite takeaway?" Pizza for me. What about you guys?
Oh, that's British for takeout food. Takeaway.
Takeout.
Yeah. Okay. Pizza. Yeah.
Pizza for me, or fish and chips without the fish.
Norin?
Oh yeah, definitely. Because my son, like he grew. Once my son was born, he got the pizza gene from me. So me and my son are always pizza fanatics.
Good choice, man. Lisa says, in reference to the movies with your parents question, I still remember my mum making my dad the sex scene in the fly. What I don't know what FFWD means.
Fast forward.
Oh, right. Okay. Sex scene in the Fly remake. Right. Okay.
Yeah, sweaty Jeff Goldblum. Yeah, I can understand fast forwarding that.
Yeah.
Especially when he tried to get the acne and everything, and he's still, sure. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. Very, very gross practical stuff in there.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Aussie Family says, as a kid, I wasn't allowed to watch horror, so in year 4, when I stayed at a friend's house, we watched Nightmare on Elm Street. Marathon's on. Parents never knew that that was in the 80s. That's cool.
Nice.
Same
Josh
thing
says,
in my childhood, yeah.
Josh says, Infinity Pool is just such a great film. I love the way that it takes a surreal and disturbing subject and makes it even more disturbing. Can't wait to check it out. We've got Josh from a super chat. Oh, well, hey, thanks, man. He says, been a great stream tonight. Thanks for the laughs. Yeah, welcome, dude. Thank you for sticking by and adding all the comments as well. I really appreciate it, dude. And yeah, thank you so much, Josh. We've got last couple of comments in, and we're not going to take any more just because we're wrapping up. I've got Ryan says, what's a film that you're yet to see that everyone raves about?
Fright Night.
Gladiator. Gladiator.
Gladiator for me. Pete says Fright Night. Rob?
It's a good question. I've never seen The Sound of Music. That's like a classic. I've seen like thousands of movies, but I haven't seen that. So that seems like a gap. Yeah.
Rob, I am going to say this very quickly. Sound of Music. So I've kind of liked musicals for a while, but like for the movies, I wasn't really bothered by them. But I can't remember when, I've got the cinema ticket somewhere here. A couple of years back now, they put Sound of Music on at the cinema. And I was like, wow, I've never seen this movie. You know, what a cool chance to see it in the cinema. And that changed my perspective on musicals completely. So I can only recommend it to you.
I mean, I already like musicals, so I'm sure. Yeah, that's not what's holding me back. I don't know why I haven't seen it. I just haven't seen it. Yeah,
it's one of the best musicals out there. It's definitely one of the ones that I'd only watch, and I'm not the biggest musical fan.
I need to fix that problem.
As his family says, "Well, how could you have not seen The Sound of Music?" It's one of those things.
It's one of those things. Yeah, it's one of those things. Yeah.
Norin?
Oh, let's see. I'm trying to think of something. Like, I've seen so much stuff, but I'm really trying to think of one. I guess we'll stick with horror for me, and then something that I guess that's pretty popular that I haven't seen, but it might be because it's found footage. But I love zombies, and it's Wreck. I haven't seen Wreck yet.
Oh, that is so good.
That's brilliant.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it, and they have a sequel too.
Yeah.
Actually, the sequel is really good. I didn't mind
liked
them.
it?
I didn't mind all four of them.
The first one is so great, though.
The first one is definitely best.
Is this the Spanish found footage one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
they did, I think, an American remake. Because I think they did a remake in American called Quarantine or something like that. And I've seen that, but I've never seen Wreck.
I've heard about Quarantine, but everyone was like, "Oh, just don't bother, watch Wreck." So October just gone, there was like a Halloween event near a cinema where I live, and they showed Wreck. So my partner was like, "Love Wreck, let's go see it." And I was like, "Wow, how have I not seen this movie?" So I've got it on Blu-ray, and then the other day I was out shopping and I managed to get Wreck 2. So yet to see it, yes, but got Wreck 2 as well.
It's a good sequel. The first Wreck is like only about 78 minutes long. It's super short and it flies by.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, it's short, like really intense. Yeah.
Sometimes I love that because I'll watch movies from like, it doesn't have to be an older movie, but usually like older movies, and they'll be an hour and a half or an hour and 28, and they can fit so much more character development and so much more story in just that short a time. And then I'll watch movies for 3 hours, and I'm like, what the hell are we doing for 3 hours?
The thing is, with Wreck, it kind of feels very believable, especially with the leading character with it.
Yeah, it feels like, I agree, Pete. Like, it feels quite raw. Like almost as if it's like you feel like it's almost happening right that second when you're watching it. Like you're there.
Yeah, which is why I didn't like Quarantine, is because it didn't have that intensity, or the realism was kind of lost. Quarantine was a bit too slick with the camera movements and stuff. Like Wreck is just chaos, and it's awesome.
Yeah, Lisa saying Wreck's amazing. Yeah,
great.
Couldn't agree more. Definitely recommend it, Norin. I think you'd love it.
Yeah, I'll have to binge both of them. I don't know if they're on Shudder right now or Tubi, but I'll have to binge both of them.
They are on Shudder here in the UK, so they might be on in the US.
We've got Lisa saying, "I'd love to see a hologram gig with Freddie fronting Queen."
Yeah,
that would be great too. Yeah.
That'd be cool. Joe actually says the wife would wrap Playtendo up. Okay.
Okay, fair enough.
Lisa says, I haven't seen The Sound of Music, but I know all the songs, and none who was a teacher at our school made us learn them. And that is the last comment. So, yeah, firstly, I just want to thank Pete.
We made it.
We made it, my friend.
Yeah.
I want to thank Pete, Rob, and Norin for joining me for this last portion, but thank you to all my other guests who joined us before. Everyone's links to their channel is down below in the description box, so please go subscribe to them all, go show them some love. Very quickly before we sign out, I'm going to hand it over to Rob first. Rob, what have you got coming up on your channel?
The same as always. So every Monday, a new review of some crazy exploitation film. But on Saturday, I will be doing a live stream going over all the fun DVDs and Blu-rays I've picked up at that store I told you about earlier. So that'll be the Saturday. Oh, and an exciting announcement on Saturday as well that I'm legally not allowed to talk about too much. But cool. Yeah.
Oh, sweet. What time is your live stream, Rob?
10:30 German time, so 9:30 UK time, and that would be what is that? That's like 4:30 Eastern Standard Time in the States.
Right, cool. I'll be tuning in. I'm excited to hear this announcement.
It'll be fun.
Yeah. So please go over and subscribe to Rob's channel. Go catch his live stream on Saturday and a new video every Monday. Pete, what have you got coming up?
I've got a review for the new Final Fantasy game coming up. Probably going to do a Blu-ray haul. I've got like a Nintendo box of like stuff that I got sent to show off, and obviously I've got to stream next Wednesday night. So yeah, a lot coming up.
Sweet. Yeah, Pete does some great video game reviews, and also his Wednesday night live streams are a lot of fun. Him, Mike, and Andy with special guests. I was on there just yesterday with Nige and Scott Movie Critic. Yeah, a lot of fun. So go over and subscribe to Pete. And Norin, what have you got coming up?
Pretty much the same usual stuff. Like I'll be reviewing some movies that I'll probably do because I watched Necromantic 1 and 2. So I'm thinking about just doing them together, pairing them together to talk about both of them. And then I also, once I get that Blu-ray set that has all the Puppet Master films in, I'll probably go through that and like unbox that and everything and show that off. And then I was actually thinking about doing a poster collection video and showing off all the movie posters and all the stuff I got in my house and hanging up on the walls.
Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, I'd love to see that.
Oh yeah, I got some really cool ones.
Well, go check out Norin's channel. Link down below also in the description box. Got a lot of awesome stuff, and he's a big horror fan as well. So definitely check out Norin. Very quickly, just got a last couple of comments here. Just very quickly, Lisa says, "Great stream, guys. Thank you." Well, thank you, Lisa, for sticking by.
Thanks,
being
Lisa.
part of it. Ozzy says, "Bye, great stream, guys. Bye." Well, thank you for tuning in.
Bye.
True Action says, "Night all." It says, "Night Playtendo." Says the wife, "Kisses to you." And that is about it. So yeah, thank you to everyone who's watched live after the fact. Thank you to all my guests. Thank you to Pete, Rob, and Norin for joining me to the end. And until next time, we will see you later. So see you, everyone.
Later.